Yo, I'm so tired from this weekend. I'm not even gonna lie.
What you do this weekend?
Hashtag irresponsible.
I was responsibly irresponsible. If that makes sense.
I was consciously fucking up. I was doing that.
Exactly. Exactly. You know when you do things that are messed up, but you do messed up things in a responsible way?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I was doing.
I
So
can get with that. I
it
can
was
definitely get with that.
It was my friend's birthday, so you know it was a good weekend, bro.
So let me tell you something, B. Because Mars seems to think that Greg Popovich, I'm older than Greg Popovich, but just so you know, so we hold on. Just so you know, Mars, so we clear. I was 25 at one point, and Dub think he wow. If they had camera phones back then when I was 25, oh my god.
I know Chill's a wild boy, bro.
It would have been real trouble if they had camera phones back when I was 25 years old. That's all I gotta say.
You know,
they had that kind of stuff.
Technology actually ruined a lot of that things now because people don't feel the same sense of freedom to act out. Like let's say celebrities now, like when they go out to the club, they can't really do the things they used to be doing, mainly because it's like now everyone got to record them. You feel me?
Prime example, Dub. How about you? Like if it wasn't camera phone, how much wilder would you be?
I mean, I'm wild no matter what.
Right, but if you couldn't be recorded and like this might not go on social media, or the only people that seen it, they could just go off the word of mouth instead of actually putting you on blast. Going, look at Dub. How much wilder would you be?
I got to see that because I'm not at the stage of my life where I'm that famous, so people would do that. So I just I'm wilding out no matter what. I don't care who's recording stuff. No, but I guess when I get famous enough to the point where it can't affect me, where I'm like, okay, that's when I start thinking about it. But now, if I could just have this amount of fame and be like this for the rest of my life, I'll be fine with it. Because not too many people recognize me. I can still do what I want and wild out and do my nonsense, and nobody gonna say nothing. But Damo, what's good with you, bro?
I'm awful. I'm doing awful. Yeah, the league just doesn't want to see us shine, no matter how great we are. The NFL is against us. They want to push this propaganda of the Eagles. I don't care.
This is nonsense, Dub. This is bullshit, Dub. This is nonsense. I don't want to hear this.
Cheating allegations. I'm not hearing.
It was like I'm sorry. When I see 10 to 15 flags compared to 0 flags, but on my screen I'm watching their offensive line, the greatest O-line in the league, hold and do illegal things, and they're not getting flags. You got the referees fist bumping a coach between plays. Nah, buddy. I'm not going with it. I'm not going for it. Hey, good game to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, whatever. It's cool. Listen, I was pro keep the tush push. Fuck that. Abolish that play.
What a
That's what it sounds like, Dub. That's exactly what it sounds like right here.
That's exactly what it's like.
Sour grapes all day long, right?
If they would have won, he would have said nothing about
I would have said nothing about it.
Keep the tush push. Keep it in. If that was Tua out over the goal line, keep the tush push. All of that sort of stuff. Hey, Damo, please keep those sour grapes. I do not want to eat them. I don't want.
They're not for nobody but me.
Good. Keep your sour grapes over there.
I'm not sharing sour grapes. I don't care, bro. Hey man, you know how freaking problematic it is for a defense who I know we're an offensive team. Our defense ain't like that. Our defense isn't one of the best.
It's like average. It's like
it's an average defense. But when you're playing a great team, do you know how gut wrenching it is to watch your average defense finally get 3 stops? And then not only does a flag bring the ball a little bit closer, then every time they just, all right, line them up. Like, nah, buddy, I don't know what are you supposed to do with that? What are you supposed to do with that? That's crazy.
Pass rush was whack. Mitchell out here celebrating. Just so you know, I believe Mitchell was the first time he got a sack yesterday. That was his first sack since 2020, but he out here celebrating like he an all-pro interior lineman. Give me a break. Give me a break with these.
Don't listen. People just hate the Eagles because they tried to do the tush push, but we're the only ones that can do it like that, right? So they can hate all they want. It's not going to be illegal. But enough about football. Let's kick the show off right with the NBA superstars to win his first MVP. I'm gonna give you guys a ranking of the MVP, the Players' Choice MVP rankings of the season coming up, man. So you guys ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Mars, how you feeling?
I'm very tired, though. Very, very
I
tired.
mean, you won't do nothing. I guess you're mad. Like, what you
Yeah,
tired about?
I haven't slept. I've been grinding my hot zones on my new player on 2K. So that took about 3 hours of street ball games right before we got on the show. So I'm very tired. It was a lot of hard work, strenuous.
Jesus Christ.
Mars is a scumbag.
A straight
asked him
scumbag.
I asked him
I
again,
said I
Mars,
don't
you
play now.
Why
I
would you
don't.
think I was asking you to play now? This
Because
is
you
crazy.
said you talking about doing this little league like create
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, and if I
That
watch
means
the
I have to
Creator
control
League,
multiple people. I control my player, and that's it.
this guy's
That's all I do.
scumbag. If I was talking the Creator League, every time I said it, I've addressed it as the league, the Creator League, whatever. I was trying to play Park, Rec, Theater.
Say that next time, and then it will
That's
be under
crazy.
consideration.
Mars
Say
is
that
a
next
scumbag.
time.
He don't
and
fuck
it'll
with
be
me.
under consideration.
Just say you don't want to fuck with me. It's cool. You rather play with Pirate.
say-
You don't want a
if
real
you-
big man. It's okay.
If you say that next time, if you say you're trying to run Record Park, I'll consider it. I'm just under the impression that you're trying to play 5-5. I don't do
And
that.
he didn't hit me back until like 8 hours later. Crazy work.
Well, we in different time zones. That's not my fault.
When I hear stuff like "I'll consider it" from Mars, that just don't sound right to me.
It's a no.
Not at all.
That's what it
It's a
sounds
no.
like.
Just say no.
It just sounds like, I'll consider it.
I'm not allowed to consider
It's like when your friend be like, "Yo, like let's do this thing this week." And be like, "All right, I'll see."
Or
If
I'll
somebody-
call you back. Or I'll call you
I'll
back.
call you back. You know damn well that's a no. You're like, nah, don't expect that to be happening. It's ridiculous. And that's Mars's I'll see.
I just would.
What
I want from Mars more than anything is I want Mars. Mars, you would be so much happier if you would just embrace your scumbag. Embrace it. Stop acting like it's a bad thing. You're a scumbag, Mars. Embrace that. You'll be much better of a scumbag if you just embraced it, Mars.
You're not lying.
You guys are mean to me. I actually don't like this. You guys are mean to me.
He's Mars TV.
Turn heel, Mars.
No, this is sad. You guys are just always mean to me, and then expect me to show up with a smile on my face. Like,
so now we mean to you, Mars.
I'm the victim here. Every day I'm a victim.
Even though you are the president of the troll club. You are the president, by the way. You're the president of the troll club. You troll us all the time. Not only do you troll us all the time, you stay on your scumbag. You stay on it on the regular. But now we are victimizing you because we're calling you on what you actually are. And all I'm asking you to do, Mars, is just embrace it. That's it.
I can't embrace what isn't true. I'm a great person. I don't know what
you've said countless times.
I give to charity. I support orphans.
No, damn well he don't give to charity. 2K
I go to marches. I support
true.
all the communities. I do everything.
He don't be doing none of that.
Dub, is any of this true?
The dude don't go outside,
like
so
you
he's
would.
just lying right there.
Okay,
Like he's just
I
lying.
have
right there.
proof that I show solidarity. When Kobe died on 2K20, I took a 24-second shot clock violation. So
see what I'm talking
that
about?
means I stand and I
see
show solidarity with everyone else.
See what I mean?
Be quiet, Dub. That's proof.
I'm not hearing that shit.
He just said he took a 24-second shot clock violation on a video game. That what I just heard him say, Damo? I want to make sure I ain't going crazy.
Bro, chill. You will be surprised by the amount of people that were doing 24-second, 8-second violations. The people crazy. The people walking around the park. There was people walking around the park in all black
too. I walked around the park.
X's up like in unison. I was like, go outside and do this. What are we on 2K? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, I did it, man. I showed solidarity. I'm a good person.
Leave joining with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Nothing to be said though, which is odd. But Pinch Chip, and I don't know, MBRK the Great. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you guys for being members, man. Let's get into this MVP rankings, right? So I don't have a image to show you guys, so it's just going to be by word of mouth. But the way that Players' Choice voted for these MVP rankings for the next upcoming season is actually very funny. So get ready for this. Giannis is locked for number 1. Jokic is 2. Luka is 3. Jason Tatum is 4. AD is 5. Steph and D-Book got a tie at 6. Dame at 8. Joel at 9. And tied for 10th is De'Aaron Fox and Victor in your mama.
Let's go, Victor. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not hear Embiid's name in there at all?
9.
9.
9. Okay, so at 9.
So how you guys feel
It's
about
a shame no one else was on the Victor Wembanyama train, but I guess you
Why?
guys want to wait.
Not gonna lie, I can't wait to talk about Victor because I'm not gonna lie, bro. What Ticket was saying earlier, I'm not writing it off with the 25 points per game. I think he might get a K this year. I'm not even gonna hold you.
But I'm crazy, right, dog? Your boy's a nutso, right, dog? That's what they say, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I hear Chill Town up. You know what I'm saying? I told Chill. Tell that boy you better have my money, man. I want my thousands and ones, my nigga. My thousands and ones, dog. Like I said before, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this basketball shit. You understand? Jalen, I don't know where you at. I don't know where you hiding. You understand what I'm saying? Get my money, bro. By the end of this season, I want to have my money on the last day of the season. When he make that mark, I want my bread, dog. Period. I don't want you hiding. I don't want you That's a fact,
Hey,
bro.
Ticket, you gotta echo back there. So I'm gonna mute you real quick and help us out with that. But go ahead, fellas.
Mars,
I want to know who else voted for Wemby because if he was 10th, do you know how many points he got up? Or it just says he's 10th.
Ron did not give me the point system. All I'd have is the rankings right now, so I'm not sure.
No, it might have just been me. Anyone up here vote for Wemby?
I did not vote for Wemby. No, I didn't.
You guys are haters. It's fine.
For MVP, that's hating.
To let you know that Ron S is all for our top 3.
Yeah.
So that means Mars, if Mars voted for him, he put him in the top 3 finishing. In the top 3.
Probably put him at 1. No, Mars.
He had to put him at 1.
He had to put him at 1.
Mars. I know De'Aaron Fox got in there because of Bob. No, that's
anyone up here vote for De'Aaron Fox?
Hold on. Go back. Let's get back on what you just said, Doug. Mars.
Chill.
Wemby was at number what for you?
He was in the top 3. I don't know.
I ain't asked you about number 3. He was. Where was he, Mars?
He was 1, Chill. He was 1.
I'm checking. Okay.
You know you put him at 1, Mars.
No, he was the first name I wrote, but it was in alphabetical order. So that
But Ron asked us to put it in order though. Order from 1 to 3.
Well, I misread. It was time.
No, you didn't misread. This is what I'm talking about.
He sent me the message. Let me check the time he sent me the message.
I want to make sure that I'm understanding what this was specifically. When Ron texted,
I replied to the message when I had just woke up. I misread. That's not my fault.
Okay. Wait. Another thing you just caught in the lie again, Mars. If you put it in alphabetical order, how is Wemby number 1?
Yeah,
his name starts with
reverse order.
Now so why you say reverse alphabetical order then?
Who thinks about putting things in alphabetical order?
He tried to lie. He's lying. That's the point. I'm saying he's lying.
My three was Wemby.
So who was number 2 then?
Wemby, Jokic, Giannis.
Yeah, you
so
put
WJ reverse alphabetical order.
Okay,
so John, he put Wemby 1.
He did put Wemby 1 because
he making up all these lies.
Ron texted us. He said, "Can you give me your top 3 MVP predictions in order from 1 to 3?" He said that. I
don't appreciate that Ron's just sending a copy and paste message to everyone.
Even if that's true.
Shut up. I know that TikTok. Shut up. I hate that.
What are you?
There was a guy that got invited to one of our shows and he got upset because it was like a copy and paste like business message. And he got like in his feelings off of that. And we're just like, bro, like, what are you talking about?
He wanted to
and clearly Player's Choice hasn't learned because here Ron is just sending everyone the same message. What about, hey Mars, you're the best panelist on the show. Can you give me your top 3 MVP candidates?
Here we go.
I would take that. That's a nice message. But no, it's just a regular message that he sends to everyone. Like, oh, Ron.
Wait, did Zach LaVine make the list?
No.
MVP?
Why would he make the list? I'll give it
to
to DeMar.
My vote don't matter then. I put Zach LaVine there. My vote don't matter then.
DeMar Zach is crazy.
DeMar had Chamberlain conversations at one point. So
it's crazy that I never actually voted for Wemby, so I don't know who the person is who put Wemby on their list.
So you didn't vote for Wemby?
No.
So you just gave us that spiel, and then ultimately you didn't vote for Wemby. Mars, don't ever say that we're being mean again. Don't ever say that to us again. You're scumbag, Mars. 100% you're scumbag.
Look at Chill face. Chill got mad as hell. I could tell. Look at him.
I'm genuinely curious who voted for Wemby because I don't know.
I'm genuinely curious why you don't embrace your scumbag. That's what I'm genuinely curious.
I think we need to talk about the MVP candidates and why Giannis is number 1 with another MVP candidate on his team.
I am curious. I am curious on like who voted for what, because having Dame and Giannis like in this combo, like I don't know how Giannis will have an MVP caliber season playing next to Dame. I think both of those guys' production will take a step back. So I don't think I put Giannis in mine. Let me double check, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
I think the impact on defense is what's going to really make, and you could just say, oh, that's defensive player of the year, but his production on offense and the impact he has on defense with that team winning, because as we found out last time we were here, defensive player of the year, they kind of go based off of team success and winning. Like that kind of matters when it comes to defensive player of the year. So it's going to be like, if he wins MVP, it's going to be he's the MVP and defensive player of the year type of spiel. Like he's just doing it so far better than everybody else on both ends, Pauls, that you just can't help but give him MVP. Now, Dame being up here and top, he was like, what, 8? That's crazy. I don't see a world where Dame is having an MVP season and Giannis isn't taken away from it.
Unless he's an elite distributor. So if I'm looking at Dame averaging 10, 11 assists and he's 23, 24 a game, I think that we can have a conversation about him doing that. Possibly. Because that means that a lot of other people are getting involved. Not only are a lot of other people getting involved, Milwaukee's got a really good team, and they'll probably be at the top of the Eastern Conference, maybe even have the best record in the league. And if that's going on, then I could see Dame at 24-11, 24-10 being considered for the league MVP. Absolutely. But from the game that he has, where Dame is primarily a bucket getter and a primary ball handler, it's going to be difficult for him to be in that conversation, because the times when he was up for league MVP, which by the way, he hasn't been in the top 5 in league MVP votes since I think it was 2018. He hasn't been in the top 5 in league MVP votes. So the times that he's been up for that, he's been buckets. So for him to now be on a team with Giannis, who is also buckets, and then you got other guys coming off the bench like Bobby Portis, who's buckets. He's going to have to be more of a distributor to be in that conversation than him just being what he normally is.
Well, last year he was able to average 8 assists at the same time giving you 32. So you don't think that he could sit here and give you, and because MVP, and the reason I'm bringing up stats is because MVPs, it's stat driven as well. Mm-hmm. He could give you a good 25 to 26 on 10 assists.
If he was 25 and 20, if he's 25, 26 on 10 assists, and again, Milwaukee was at the top of the Eastern Conference, I think he's in the conversation. But to your point, though, when you're talking about last year, he averaged 32 and 8. He didn't sniff the league MVP, mainly because Portland wasn't very good. Same logic happened in the 2019-2020 season. I think he went 30 and 8 that year. He had 3 60-point games. He ain't sniffed the league MVP. Didn't sniff it. So when we're talking about a guy in Damian Lillard, this season in particular, his production in terms of his assists has to go up in order for him to be considered for league MVP. He's got to be at least a double digit distributor in order for him to be considered for league MVP.
It's interesting that when the Warriors super team was around, we had to listen to how KD and Steph cancel each other out. And that's why neither one of them are going to win an MVP. But here we are talking about Giannis potentially winning the MVP and somehow being number 1 on this list. Interesting. I don't get how that has managed to happen. But I guess it's different rules for different people.
I don't know if I'm understanding what you. I don't know if I understand.
I voted Giannis second, so yeah, I get it.
When the Warriors super team was formed, the narrative was KD and Steph will cancel out each other when it comes to the MVP awards. They're both too good to the point where you can't have 2 top 5 players on the team and one of them be the league MVP. That was what was said. That's why neither one of them were going to win an MVP. Now we have Dame and Giannis on the team, and somehow Giannis is still eligible for the MVP, even though we somehow have Dame at number 8. Well, that doesn't.
They're not considering them a super team. That's the point. They're not considering them a super team.
Or the 2 players on the team. That's what it was about. It wasn't about, well, they're on a super team, you can't win MVP. It was about the fact that these 2 players are so good. They're both MVP candidates. 2 MVP candidates on one team. How can you give one of them the league MVP? But now, Dame and Giannis, clearly 2 MVP candidates by our own list. Somehow they can win the MVP.
Well, Dame
go ahead, Damo. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that goes to show you that Dame's not Steph. Or that people, whoever voted on this list and put Dame up here, or has Giannis number 1, they feel that there is a clear, stark difference between having KD and Steph and Dame and Giannis.
Not to mention, Mars, we're talking about Kevin Durant who was, I believe that year that in 2017, when they had possibly the best Warriors team that they've ever had, he was good defensively. I don't think that there's anybody up here that wouldn't say that Giannis is elite on the defensive side of the basketball. So that right there just puts him in the conversation. The fact that he's elite on the defensive side of the basketball, plus the fact that he averages 30 a game. So with that also being said, maybe they did get canceled out, because I think Steph finished in the 17 season. I think he did finish in the top 5 in league MVP votes, even though he won it the year before that. Now, Damian Lillard isn't Steph Curry, like Damo said. Damian Lillard is not Steph Curry, but the fact that Giannis is elite on the defensive side of the basketball, I think that's where the edge is.
I think the main thing is at that time, like having a guy like next to Klay Thompson, a guy next to Klay Thompson as well, like people were accounting for that as well. So in this one, with Middleton being hurt and inside and outside the lineup, I could understand like it's going to mainly predominantly Dame and Giannis controlling that scoring load, while all the Golden State Warriors, it was Dame, Giannis, and Klay. I mean, they're one of the few teams that have 3 guys averaging 20 points per game, which is still crazy to me. So when you have, it's not about having Steph and KD being there with each other, Mars. It's about all the other pieces as well. Because Kobe and Shaq, when they was playing with each other, I think they were like they were in like the top 5, top 7 in like MVP voting as well. So it is possible.
Well, was Shaq and Kobe the last 2 guys that was finished top 5 in MVP that was on the same team?
Well, that was the last time. Well, besides Steph and KD, I believe that's the last time where there was like 2 top 5 players playing with each other. Right. So, like Dwayne,
I don't respect LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
I was thinking that too.
I was thinking maybe in that one.
What year?
2011, yes.
So, all right. So then that actually proves a point even further that we had 2 guys in LeBron and D Wade. You know, they still finished in top 5. So it could happen with Dame, to be honest.
I don't think they finished top 5. I'm just saying they were top 5 players. I don't know if they finished top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, we've had top 5 players. We've had top 5 players in the league.
MVP votes though about years.
And win the league MVP with 2 top 5 players on the team. That's happened before. That's not something that's not unusual. I mean, that has happened in the past. But since SB here, SB, I got a quick question for you. We're gonna get right back to this, dub. Derrick Rose won the league MVP in 2011. Can you make a legit argument that Derrick Rose was a top 5 player that year?
D Wade was 7 for everyone.
Yes. I think about it. I think you could make an argument for Derrick Rose that year, with the injuries being out, for him still leading his team to 60+ wins. He was like top 5 in scoring. He was 2 points away from leading the league in scoring. By far the best point guard in the league, no debating that year. So I think you could make a case for Derrick Rose being the best, the top 5, at least 5 on my list. He was in the conversation.
Everyone here agree he was the best point guard in the league.
I'm gonna say no.
Damo, what's that?
You said definitely the best point guard.
I'm gonna say you said definitely the best point guard in the league, and it's not even an argument that he was the best point guard in the league.
Wait, who was better in 2011 at point guard?
Anytime there has been a healthy prime Chris Paul, that was the best point guard in the league.
He was better than Derrick Rose that year.
He was absolutely better than Derrick Rose that year.
Go back and check it.
Better, yes, he was better. No. Yes.
No, he was not that year.
He had a better season, but he wasn't the better player, is what Dom was saying. I think Derrick Rose had a better season.
Then, of course, because what was 2011 was his what?
2011 was the year Chris Poole came back from his meniscus injury. He wasn't as good.
So off a meniscus injury, he was better than Derrick Rose. Damo.
Yes. What?
All right.
I'll take a Chris Paul with no meniscuses before I
So in 2011, SB, was he better than Dwight Howard?
Yes.
Who? Derrick Rose?
Yes.
Oh no,
yes.
no.
Yes.
How about Kevin Durant?
Yes.
Bryant?
No.
James?
No.
Dirk?
Yeah, I'm taking Rose.
Dwayne Wade.
Way too long for you to say that.
Dwayne Wade.
Rose.
That's 6 guys right there.
Mm-hmm.
You just lied on 4 of them.
Which 4 I lied?
Every single one you said no.
So wait, they was all better there.
Every single player you just said is better.
If we talk about the end of 2011 or the beginning of
the one I'd entertain is KD. I'd entertain it.
The dude who led the league in scoring?
Yeah, I'd entertain that one. That's the only one I'd entertain. Everyone else is better. Dirk was
raw.
I'm taking Rose. Rose clear.
So he was a top
man.
three.
I'm taking Darren Williams in 2011. What are we talking about?
All right, now
I'm taking Rajon Rondo. 2011.
I mean, if we keep it high as point guards, I mean, I'm taking Darren Williams.
I can't
I'm
do
taking
it.
Rondo.
How many of those guys led their team to 60 wins with 2 starters being out of the
Bro,
lineup?
that had nothing to do with Derrick Rose leading them. That was
That
just
has
a great
everything to do with
team.
Derrick Rose.
How many wins did they have the following seasons when he was hurt? The years he was hurt. How many wins did they have when there was no one leading the team? Who all day leading the team?
It wasn't 60.
How many was it? It was 50 what?
It wasn't 60.
It was 51. Was it not about how many wins was it? 54? It was 50 exactly?
Yeah, because they only played. That's the year they only played.
That was the lockout year?
Yeah, that was the lockout year. They
however many wins they had, just add the extra 16 games.
We could do it by percentage. You could do it by percentage.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the win.
What about the following year when he was hurt?
Yeah. What about do the non like?
He won 45 in 2013.
That's a lot. That's a big drop off.
Yeah, but okay.
I'm just saying. Hey, Noah was out the lineup.
The reason why I brought this up, Dub, because I'm thinking, can the league MVP not be a top? Is it possible that a league MVP is not a top 5 player? That's why.
For everyone besides SB, I think it is. I think there's a possibility that a guy can win an MVP and not be a top 5 player. I think Derrick Rose is a good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
So what? I mean,
I don't even know. I'm not gonna hate on Giannis.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that.
Derrick
he was
Rose,
top 10.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't.
You talking about Giannis when he won his first MVP?
Yep.
He was top 10.
What year was it? Because you had LeBron, Steph,
2019.
The bubble year.
No,
the year before that in 2019.
Steph, Kawhi, KD, James Harden, Anthony Davis, LeBron James are people I would think were better than Giannis.
Yeah,
so Giannis wasn't top 5 in that time.
But most people would disagree with me saying like James Harden.
Well, stand on the shit,
LeBron. No, that's what I think.
James Harden was better at that time.
You could argue Westbrook. I think you have to give Westbrook top 5 in 2017.
Nah, 2017 Russ.
And most people here don't have Joel Embiid top 5.
True.
And he wait. You said you didn't have Joel Embiid top 5 last year?
Most people here don't have top 5.
No, I'm asking you. Do you?
So chill, town.
I have like 4-3. I have like 4-3-6 interchangeable. Like I don't know. He could be anywhere from 4 to like 6 or 7. Like depends on how I feel on the day. About
you see how much of a scumbag he is. He was on my case about the players, but he tried to cough his way out of the situation.
So now I can't. Okay, now my health is a problem. Okay, I guess.
So
that was right here. I guess that's me.
L acting on the coughing, by the way.
I had to cough.
I have a question. So with your acknowledgement and us going through this little theory of you don't have to be a top 5 player to win an MVP, does that change your tune on MVPs and them mattering in your personal rankings of players?
I think it's an anomaly because most guys who win the league MVP are top 5 players. I think the guys who aren't top 5 players, like for example, Mars just gave you Giannis in the 2019 season. I'm having a difficult time with a guy that's 28-13 and 6 assists, not being a top 5 player on a 60-win team. Right. I mean, I'm having a difficult time with that. But for the sake of argument, if Mars feels that way, I feel like that's an anomaly. I mean, Derrick Rose for the time that he did it in 2011. So 2011, so the 2010-2011 season, then the 2018-2019 season, and then we have this year. So that's 3 times in, I don't know, let's just say 30 years that a guy hasn't been top 5.
Let's bring up the Steve Nash MVPs.
I was gonna ask about Steve Nash.
Let's bring up the Steve Nash MVPs.
Okay, so Steve Nash. So Steve, I don't think Steve Nash was a top 5 player. I don't think he was better than Bryant. I don't think he was better than Duncan. I don't think he was better than
Shaq.
Let's see. I don't think he was better than in 2004. I don't think he was better than Shaq. 2004, 2005. I don't think he was better than Shaq. Who else am I thinking about during that time?
Was he even better than
D Wade? Was he better than D Wade?
And 04-05, I think he was better. I mean, that was year 2 for Dwayne Wade. I don't think Dwayne Wade was better than Steve Nash.
Was he better than Mac around that time? T-Mac?
You haven't said Dirk yet.
That's what that was the other guy. I'm sorry, Mars. That's the other guy that I was forgetting about, Dirk. So,
that's why I asked about Mac because Mac was like around.
So you got Steve Nash, you got Derrick Rose, you got Giannis, and you got Embiid. And over the last, let's just say 30 years, since 1990, the league MVP since 1990, the league MVP has been a guy who's a top 5 player. So four guys in 30 years, I think that's an anomaly.
So,
as opposed, go ahead,
was Dirk Nowitzki in 07 top 5 for you?
He thinks he was the best player in the world.
I do.
Oh, and shoot, I did not know that. Wow.
Yes,
wow. How about 2001 Allen Iverson? Was he better than Tim Duncan, Shaq, KG, Kobe?
Stop right there. Stop. Say go one more time.
You think AI was better than Kobe?
Let him just go from the name.
From the top. You said
Shaq. I said Tim Duncan, Shaq.
No. Tim Duncan, no. Diesel, no.
KG.
KG.
I'm gonna say no.
KG. Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Then I said Kobe.
Yes, I'm gonna say Bryant in 2000. I'm gonna say Iverson in 2001. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Wait. AI was better than Kobe, or did I misunderstand?
In 2001.
You're not beating the allegations, Joe. I don't know. You're not beating.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's go back to 2001. Hold on, Miles. Let's go back to 2001. He led the league.
That's when Kobe was dropping 30 in the
right. I was just about to say. And if I'm gonna put KG ahead of Allen Iverson, I got to put Bryant ahead of him too because it's on the defensive side of the basketball.
Okay.
So Bryant is ahead of him. Sure. Okay, I can get with that. But that's as far as I'm going. That's it.
You got AI over T-Mac.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
Ox wanted you
I
to
ain't
answer
even AI over Jason Kidd, but I digress.
Chill. Ox wanted you to answer the question. He said, when I asked you, was Steve Nash even better than T-Mac around that time when he was winning MVPs? Was he even better than T-Mac?
I think T-Mac was a better player. I think Steve Nash produced more.
But okay, my question is this: so can a player who wasn't a top 5 player play themselves into the top 5 though?
Yeah,
and that leads to the MVP.
Yes. Jason Tatum
like
did.
Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid played himself into the top 5.
Mm-hmm. I think that could happen. Sure. Yes, I do.
Same thing with Derrick Rose. Played himself into a top 5 player that year. Now he might have been right out the next year, but I think during that season,
he got hurt. That's why. It wasn't because it wasn't because he wasn't playing at an MVP level, because he still was playing at an MVP level before he got hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah. So wait, does this open the gate for? Because the guy I'm thinking of for MVP, I'm thinking Jason Tatum, because doesn't it open the floodgates with Philly having their problems with Giannis and Tatum canceling each other out? I think the MVP race is gonna come down to maybe Steph Curry and Jason Tatum for me.
I got Tatum winning the league MVP this year
because his numbers improve every year.
Did Steph get any votes?
I had Tatum number 1 on my list too.
Do y'all think Tatum's numbers are gonna just stay where they're at or get better with all the talent that's on his team, or do you think it's gonna be a case where the rest of these guys, like a guy like Porzingis, a guy like Jaylen Brown, a guy like Drew Holiday, their numbers take a hit because this team knows, like, okay, Tatum's our guy?
The crazy thing about this, Tomo, I think that his point, because he averaged 30 last year, I think that his points might go down to like 27, 28, but I think his shooting percentage is going to be better. And that's what a lot of people question about him and that team, because I think they're going to be better defensively, and then it's going to be better spacing with Embiid. I mean, not Embiid, Porzingis. Hopefully, mozzarella sticks actually implement more ball movement in their offense.
Mozzarella sticks.
Until he showed me he can actually coach right, he's going to be mozzarella sticks for around. But if he can implement an offense where they pass the ball more and stop jacking up a lot of bad shots, I think they will be better. So I can see Tatum, because they're going to win and he's going to have the numbers. And like you said, a lot of these guys getting canceled out, who's going to really be left in that conversation? I'm thinking Steph and Tatum.
The projection this season for the Boston Celtics, I believe, is 46. I think it was 46 threes per game.
Oh, 46 threes. Good God.
46 threes per game. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, Dub, I think that was last year, and I think that he and Mazzulla.
That's like a 3 a minute.
And Mazzulla has already made it clear that that's what he wants that to go up. And Mars, you brought it up yourself, which had me looking at Jason Tatum like, when is Jason Tatum turn into James Harden? When did that happen? Where this dude just stands behind the long ball line. I think that's going to change this year. I don't think he's going to be behind the long ball line as much. I do think that he could create more for other people. I think that I'm going to see more of that from him this season, considering the talent that he has on the crew. But I have him at the top of the MVP race. I do.
If the Celtics shoot 46 threes, the Milwaukee Bucks gonna beat them. They do not need to be shooting 46 threes. And the problem with me having them shooting 46 threes is the type of threes they attempt, OG. You know, they shoot a lot of bad shots. So for them to get up 46 threes, it's gonna be at least 25 of them or more gonna be contested threes. They don't really shoot a lot of open shots.
It doesn't make sense for the threes to go up when and number one, I would assume that JT would be more attacking inside, and then you got a guy like KP out there. We had a guy on Open Gym that we was talking about KP with. I mean, KP's a post player, right? So it's kind of hard for me to think that they could still be attempting that many threes and having a guy like KB where he needs his post touches.
Yep.
So I don't understand Joe Mazzulla's mindset if he wants to do right by KP in his game, but at the same time still jack up that many threes. I mean, that's
so
OD.
Is my mic still hot, Dub, or I'm straight?
You good?
Seems like you're good. No echo in there, so we straight, brother.
Welcome.
But to your point, Dub, when you talk about KP with his post touches, KP shoots the long ball, so that coincides with the way that they with their offense. Now, a lot of that has to do with when teams like the Miami Heat, the Boston Celtics, the Cleveland Cavaliers, when they go zone, where you put KP in the middle of that zone, or you put him at the top of the key. When they're going zone, he's gonna be able to stretch the defense and shoot the long ball more. And with that team, as good as they are, as good as I think they're going to be defensively, there's going to be a lot of stop and pop in transition with KP. I don't think he's going to be a rim runner. I just don't like the fact. I mean, I got to change my number, Dub. It was 43 threes last year that they shot. This season, they're projecting that it's 46. This season coming up.
That's ridiculous. No,
I was going to ask, what's going to make them not take what's changing?
Nothing.
Joe Mazzulla's offense is making them take less threes.
Nothing.
If they're going to be open threes at least, they don't take enough open threes for me to be shooting that many threes.
Well, Jason Tatum takes 9 of them. So
and 5 of them be contested. That's bad.
I would assume like the reason it would go down is because I wouldn't want Jason Tatum taking 9 threes. Like I think him having 7 threes would probably be good enough for me, but 9 threes is kind of OD for me. Like that's ridiculous, bro. And then KP being there, with him being a post player, he's just got to change up some dynamics in that offense to be more true to those guys. So that's why I would assume that the threes wouldn't be as high as it was last year. But I could be wrong, I could be wrong in that assessment. I would just, if I was the coach, that's what I would do. But Joe Mazzulla got his own mind. He a grown man.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mm-hmm. Here's a super chat. Oh, here you go. What you guys say, Chilltown?
I was just thinking about the fact that why would you have Jason Tatum? Why would I have Jason Tatum at the top of the MVP vote list? And that's due to the fact that he's gotten better every year. And what SB just said, like you played yourself into the MVP conversation. 2 years ago, Jason Tatum was not in the MVP conversation. At the end of the 21 season, he was not in the MVP conversation. At the end of the 22 season, I think he finished right outside the top 5. Last year, he finished in the top 5. So every year he's getting better. And I feel like this year, because Boston is going to be as good as they're going to be and what he's going to produce, I think he's going to be the league MVP with Giannis right there and Joker right next to him.
Why is AD getting no love? I don't understand that.
Because
AD was one on my list, so
he has LeBron James on his team.
I think it's the game. I think it's the game limit that you got to play is scaring people away from giving AD a vote. That's why.
We voted him in the defensive player of the year ladder. It's the same game threshold.
Cook him.
My bad. Y'all voted.
Easy work.
I mean, I'm talking about in general.
Easy work. It's because if the Lakers are good enough for AD to be an MVP candidate, LeBron James is going to get votes.
Which is nonsense. Which is nonsense.
He's gonna get votes.
I hate that, yo. I hate that.
That's how it is. He's just gonna get votes.
Now I heard you saying something about the MVP. I did vote Vic. I had him on my MVP list 3rd. So if you want to know what,
there we go.
There it is, right there.
Mike got checked, and I'll revisit what I said to Chilltown. Oh, and to everybody who said that I ran last time, I didn't run. I got kicked out the chat. So Chilltown knows this about me. Once you kick me out of practice, don't ask me to be Captain Sable and come back. I'm gone. Once coach kicked me out of practice, this is real life. Once he kicked me out of practice, I'm gone. I'm not coming back.
Don't walk out. Don't walk neither ticket. Get out. Run.
Right.
Get out.
Right. Don't kick me out of practice. Tell me to come back. Nah, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. I'm gone. See you next practice. That's just how I go. But Yeah, I picked Wemby and Chilltown. I think you're going to come off what you said. Wemby's a monster, bro. And even when he doesn't have it going, Chilltown, dude's giving you like 15, 16 points in limited minutes when he doesn't have it going. So imagine when he does have it going and he's cooking. Bro, the dude, Chilltown, the dude is something different, bro. Did you see the block on the steal shot of Wiggins, bro? Did you see the block, bro? How are you doing this type of stuff?
He's going to get, to be honest with you, Ticket, I feel like it's realistic that he could get 2 blocks a game just blocking long balls. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
2 a game.
I feel like he could get
1.5. I don't know about 2. Just by you talking about jump shots, right?
I'm talking about 3.
I can see him getting 2, bro.
That's
I'm just talking about 3.
Blocking 2 threes a game means he's averaging like 5 or 6 blocks a game.
That's what I'm thinking, Mars. I know that sounds nuts.
That second game they played the Rockets, he was off and still had 15 in limited minutes. This is why I'm trying to tell you what he's going to score.
That game didn't count.
Yeah, well, chill. I'm just saying, like, he was off and had 15 in limited time. And so what I'm saying is he has different ways he can get buckets. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys last time I was in here. Like, it ain't just, if he's not putting the ball in the hoop, he's not. Wemby's gonna get 20 a night just off Wemby. Now the rest of it's gonna come off of just his greatness, bro. This dude is something like you've never seen, bro. And I'm talking about the moves, Chilltown, the ball handling. Go back and just watch the video, bro. The stuff, he's getting more and more confident every game with his ball handling skills, all of these things. And nobody's gonna be able to stop this guy. They're gonna have to send doubles and triples his way. And as I told you guys at the beginning of the preseason, the Spurs are going to be another team that wins more games than what we think. They're a better team than what we think. The Spurs are a better team than what we think. So I think they're good for about 10 to 11 more wins this year than they were last year. Easy with Wemby.
Hey, OG, I know you watched basketball for a long time. So obviously we was talking like it was like right after we was right after the show where Ticket was going crazy. So I had to do my podcast. So me and my co-host was talking about like. Because I was like, bro, this video game Wemby, I'm going to try to trademark the nickname and push it because I never seen nobody like this before. My co-host is kind of like older, like you. So you watch. He said the guy he seen like him was like Ralph Sampson.
That's
so
him.
do you see
That's
this? I say he Ralph Sampson, but like probably a more elite version. So you think like if you drop Ralph Sampson today, it'll be Wemby?
That's him with a jump shot and a handle. That's Ralph Sampson right there. I'm on record. I know you guys, I sound like a broken record saying this. Wemby is the future of basketball. This is what the league is going to look like in the next 10 to 15 years. A lot of y'all keep thinking that, where are all these 7-footers coming from? Well, they're already in the league. But what happens is the same thing like what Steph Curry did. Same thing like what the Golden State Warriors did when they changed basketball, where they now made you have to shoot the long ball. Now, guys, these 7-footers, they're going to have to play like that. They're going to have to up their skill set because I'm not going to be able to stick around if I can't play like that. I'm going to be a dinosaur. And this is what's happening with guys like Wemby. So these 6'10" to 7'3" guys, you're going to have to up your skill set or you're not going to be around long. This is the future.
Let me address into a bunch of Wembys and I still have to hear Larry Bird top 10.
You're not going to
hear. Imagine when they tell you that
15 years from now, it's just a bunch of Wembys running around, and I'm talking about Magic and Bird and how they're top 10.
Mars, OG, wait till you get to the point when they tell people 6'3" is too small to play point guard.
6'6".
You gotta be 6'6".
I mean, you can already see that. You got Cade, Luka, LaMelo, Tyrese.
Right.
Chill. I want to address old boy in the comment section who said something to me about Poole and said, "Oh, you ain't going to talk about Steph Curry 2.0 going 1-15." Listen, mere bag of shells. You still want to bet that boy's going to put up numbers for the end of the season? He's going to have games like that. It's just that simple. But he's going to have way more games where he goes off for 30, 35, damn near 40, than he has going 1 of 2 of 15. And I will put any amount of money on that. So you can say whatever you want to say. Jordan Poole will be in the top 5 leaders in the NBA in scoring this year. I think the Wizards. And from what I seen from him, what they did against the Knicks, starting lineup, how he annihilated those dudes without Kuzma on the court. Again, I think they're a play-in team this year. I think this year they're playing. I like Tyus Jones. I like how he fits with the team. He's a very good point guard, runs the show. I like Gafford and all those guys they got on the team. I like the team. I just, Denny, he need to shut his damn mouth and sit your ass down. You had all this time in the world to show that you were this player, that player. You never showed it. So sit your ass down and enjoy the pool party because he ain't going to stop putting it up. He's going to put it up. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it, son. You're not Draymond Green. So you don't hold that kind of rank. He's coming in.
Poole just go like 1 for 15.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Hold on, it doesn't matter because you know that's not going to happen.
Every player has an off game. Every great player has an off
game. Yeah, it's never going to happen every game, Dub. If that was happening like every other game, then we got a point. It's a blip. You know Jordan Poole's going to give you. He averaged 20, as Iggy said this the other day. The dude averaged 20 as a third option on Golden State. That's insane. And they said he had a bad season doing it. So, and he had up and down games that season. Imagine what's going to happen this season now that he got the ultimate green light. You know he's coming for blood this season to show everybody what it is. Bro, you might as well go ahead and put some war wounds on this cat, put some camouflage on his face, because he ready for war, bro. And I'm telling y'all, y'all going to see something. He the next Steph Curry, my opinion. He can't shoot like Steph, but when you work out with a guy like that over and over and over again, and you understand the championship level that you need to practice at and train at in order to be at that level, and you got the skills like Jordan Poole has, bro, something Gillen was saying, he scored effortlessly, bro. Effortlessly. He pulled a three, got the hezzy, gets to the rack, can finish at the rack, hit free throws. What is it that he can't do? Where is it on the court that he can't score? And he scores easy. So when you think about that, again, he knows how to play without the ball, with the ball. And this is a testament to him being around Steph. He learned how to play without the ball, playing around Steph and Klay and those guys. And I think that like helped make him into who he is now and who he's going to be, because I don't think if he ever went over there, you would have never seen Jordan Poole, not only in the NBA playing at this level, but having the ability to show people that he can do it at this level. I think he would have been a dude that probably, maybe he did all right in the G League, whatever, got a couple call-ups, but I don't think he would have been one of the guys that you're looking at right now. I think that him being with Golden State and around Steph and them did, miles of help for his career.
I'm just thinking from a shot attempt perspective, he's going to be up there because he's going to shoot the basketball 20 to 25 times a game on average. That's not the nights when he actually got it going. So he's going to shoot. He's going to get plenty of shots. And one of my best friend who played in the NBA, we literally just had a conversation about this. I can't put a price tag on when you actually have the green light, when there's no restrictions on you, when you could just rock, and you know for a fact you're going to be on the floor 35 minutes a night. Just off that alone, he's going to get buckets. Now, top three Mars, that might be a bit of a stretch. That might be a bit of a stretch, but I do think that he could be a top 5 scorer in the game. That would not surprise me if he finished in the top 5.
How many points did Embiid average league in scoring last year?
33. He averaged 33 a game.
So who was number 2?
Luka at 32.
Dame was 32. Shea was 31. Jason Tatum was 30.
30. So that means you gotta have him. He gotta be in the top 3. He gotta at least put up 31.
He'll do what Shea did last year. He'll do what Shea did last year. SB, you remember what I said last year? I came right in here. Chill Town remembers. I told everybody Shea was going to average 30, and they told me I was out of my effing mind.
I did tell you that too. I thought you was nuts when you said
they told me I was nuts. And Shea went and did exactly what I said. But don't nobody give me credit for having the most good basketball takes over here. They like to troll, lie, and cap and talk shit. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm the man.
Here's the difference. I'm the motherfucking man, and I'm gonna stay a motherfucking man. Believe that shit. I'm on the top of this motherfucking mountain.
When you said Shea last year, I'm thinking to myself, here's a dude who averaged 24 game last year on a team that wasn't very good. I didn't expect him to be that much better, and I didn't expect Shea's production to jump like it did. I mean, we're talking about
if you predicted that, you got to tip your hat to him.
Right, because we're talking about a dude who averaged almost 7 more points a game. He averaged almost 7 more points.
I watch our guys work in the off season, and I watched him during the off season things he was working on, and the way he was focused. When you work on your game that hard and work on so many different things, because these guys post their videos, and I follow these guys. I can tell which guys are going to take the jump. Like, I knew AD was going to shoot a lot better this season. Why? He's been locked in all summer long. He's been in LA locked in, working on his shooting, working on that aspect of his game. And I know that this season he's going to have – that's why Darvin Ham said, I want to see him shooting around 6 threes a game. He didn't say that for nothing. He said that because he's seeing him in the gym every single day working on this aspect of his game. So
Damo, now I know you hate that, Damo. I know you hate that too, Damo. I do know you hate it. I know you. Let me ask you, what's a realistic number for you, honestly? And I'm being honest with you, right? What's a realistic number for you for AD shooting alone?
4.
Hey, Damo faces be killing
4. Actually, 4.
At the top of the list, at the most.
From if I'm not mistaken, in 2020 he shot the highest percentage he's ever shot from 3, which also was a lockout year, so you can count the fact that empty gym syndrome or the fake shooting year, as some people called it. I would say 4. Anthony Davis is a lot better when he's allowed to just be free and play on all 3 levels, because I think for a big man, he's a phenomenal 3-level scorer. Unless I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken, let me check the shooting splits just to make sure. I'm pretty sure his mid-range is probably pretty consistent. As much consistent of like guys that shoot that volume of shots. If I'm not tripping. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but
he's a solid mid-range shooter though.
I would prefer him to be able to have a
mid-range game. He got a money.
I would prefer to him to be able to play in the post, shoot middies, and shoot threes. But if you're telling AD, yo, I need 6 threes from you, I just feel like that puts him in a mindset to where he's just outside of the paint and on the perimeter.
Damo, what worries you more? AD shooting 6 threes or Darvin Ham being a terrorist running 3 guards for a long period of time during
LeBron
the game?
shooting hella threes. That's what worries
I don't
me.
like that nigga. I do not love that.
He got to stop shooting.
SB, you remember when I came on here and I said that Taurean Prince was going to have a big role in this team. He's now starting. Yep. Now, I said that, and again, I got right down on that shit. Now he's starting. So, again, put that feather in my motherfucking cap, too. I told you, bro, I'm the man on this shit. We ain't getting around this. I am the man. When it comes to this talking this basketball shit, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, nigga. I'm the man, nigga. Stand on business every time. I ain't never ran from no smoke, nigga. Period. So don't let Ron fool you. Don't let Ron fool y'all because he throw me out the room and I ain't come back. Nigga, I'm not finna play Captain Saberho. You throw me out the room, nigga, I'm gone.
Okay.
But I didn't leave. I didn't quit. I didn't leave. I'll run with you all day. You understand what I'm saying? I'll run with you all day, nigga. Period. Nigga, stand on business every single time.
I could get thrown out of practice and still be one of the best players on the team. That could happen. That's number 1. Number 2, Ticket, you ain't the only one up here who's gotten it right a lot.
I ain't say no. I ain't no. Chill.
I want to make sure we play on that.
About the disrespect that you get from the comments from everybody when you say something and you right. The praise is never as loud as the disrespect. The disrespect was so real when I came in. I told you when we went over the Lakers roster, go back and listen to that stream. And I said, yo, Taurean Prince gonna get big minutes on this team. I didn't know he was gonna start, but I knew he was gonna get big minutes. And Darvin Ham started him off the rip. That let y'all know something. He's seen something with this dude, and I know why he started him, chill, because he's a 3-and-D guy. Spread the floor, help open the court, and he can play defense on the big wings. That's why he's gonna start him. Now the question is what do Prince make Darvin Ham look like a goddamn fool? Because if he goes out here and he can't hit shots and he does what Damo says he is, when he's a terrorist, now it looks bad. But if he comes out here blazing, hitting corner threes, because that's what he does too. He hits those corner threes and he's making plays and he's able to lock in defensively and take those main wing assignments, which is why I think they went and put old boy on the bench because that hurt them in the playoffs with the big I forget his Vandy. That hurt them because he couldn't shoot the ball. Yeah, I think starting Prince I think Darvin Ham thinks, look, he's a better shooter and he can defend wings not just as well, but he can defend wings on a good enough level that we don't have to just stick LeBron or we don't have to, put AD on wings at times we need to get stops. We can put him on there and Austin Reeves can be undersized and he can get exposed defensively at times too. So, yeah, I do like Taurean Prince in this role. I just want to see if he's going to be consistent shooting the ball. Because I think he always scraps defensively. He's going to give you what he got. But shooting the ball, I just want to see under this pressure in the crypto, playing with these guys, is he going to hit shots? If he doesn't hit shots, Damo's right. If Jalen Durant starts on opening night, Damo's right. You have $100 in his account. It's simple as that. I'm not Shiloh. I don't play no games.
What's the Lakers?
I think if Vandal wasn't hurt, if he didn't have that heel injury, which at this point is still listed as a day-to-day injury, but I feel like there'll be more. Nah, I still think Taurean Prince was starting. I'll take that back. But
even if Vandal was out, showing that Taurean Prince starting, I mean, he's literally the next guy up, so he's still gonna get big minutes regardless. So that's still valid into the point. So what is the fastest? Reeves, Prince.
There's gonna be D'Lo, Reeves, Prince, Brown, AD.
So AD playing a 5, LeBron playing a 4. Good night.
If Taurean Prince is starting, yeah.
Prince could probably play the 4. It's just interchangeable. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the 4 is interchangeable, switchable. I mean, I would prefer Rui starting, but that's just me.
I'm shocked Rui ain't starting. That's what I was saying.
I think they want Rui in that role. I think they want Rui in that role. He was playing last year. that he plays so effortlessly off the bench, because I think that gives you more production off the bench and it keeps you level. So when you go to the bench, you don't have fall off because you don't know what Taurean Prince and those guys are going to give you to this new team off the bench. So if you start Roy and then the bench don't look right, now you don't want to strip Roy of his respect because he felt like he earned the spot. Now you got to go to him again and say, hey man, we need you to come off the bench. You don't want to do that. I think he'd rather have Taurean Prince out there with vets and then say, look, Roy, you already know how you going to eat. You already know what your minutes going to look like, what we need from you coming off the bench. Boom. I think the biggest question mark is where is the other big dudes for the Lakers? And I'm talking about Jackson Hayes and then the other big fella, Christian Wood. I think that's the question everybody need to be asking is where is Christian Woods and Jackson Hayes at?
I think if the Lakers are starting Taurean Prince and they're bringing Rui off the bench, based off how the roster is set up, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pulling the roster up just to double check and be sure. I'm pretty sure that would mean Rui's coming off the bench as a backup 3, which means our backup front court would be Rui, Christian Wood, and Jackson Hayes. I'm not too, based on what I've seen in the preseason, I'm not too sure how much Darvin Ham likes Cam Reddish. He gets minutes, but I don't know if he's going to be the actual like official backup small forward, or he's going to get that like he's the official 7th man on the roster, 8th man on the roster. I think it's interchangeable once you get the 8 to 11. Like those guys would be switched out based off the lineups and based off who we're going. But I'm comfortable in thinking Rui's going to be our 3. We're going to have Christian Wood at the 4 and Jackson Hayes at the 5, which I'm not mad at that. If we're bringing Rui off the bench to solidify that second unit, it definitely makes a lot of sense. Gabe Vincent is the 2. I'm pretty sure we're going to give Max Christie the run. Max Christie's probably going to get the run for the backup 2 spot, which I hope. I like the kid. The kid plays. Max Christie's the backup 2. Rui is the 3. And like I said, Christian Wood and Hayes is the 4 and 5. Doesn't seem too bad. Got to see him play. Got to see it actually work. But I'm not too mad at the 10-man rotation.
I actually like Rui off the bench, but I hope y'all give him like the ultimate green light. Like, look, come in, get buckets, give him the green light off the bench to be like a great.
But chill, are you back to being with me now on Wemby though? I need to get clarification on that while we on tape.
I'm having a ticket. I'm having a difficult time with 27 a game, man. I am.
I didn't say 27. The bet was 25 and up for me.
You said 25 and up.
Yeah, 24.9 and lower for Jalen. All he has to do is average 25. Chill. The man is giving you.
I understand. I do understand where you at, ticket with the buckets and him leaking out, like him blocking shots and leaking out. I think he's going to get buckets off that. And I think the San Antonio is going to be. I don't think they're going to be as good as you think they're going to be, ticket. I think they're going to be bad. But with that being said, I still think I think he's a 20-9 guy. I think he's an 18.
Chill. If he giving you 20 in the preseason in limited minutes, bro, what are we talking about 20 during the regular season when he's going to play 34, 35 minutes? Chill. Chill. Use your brain, dog.
That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking about Wemby in the regular season. I'm thinking about an 18-year-old kid. When these games,
here's the thing. Pop is not walking him. Chill, him. Pop don't have him on training wheels. You can tell already he letting the man play. Nobody up here, not even myself, thought Pop was gonna let the kid come down, dribbling between his legs through 3 people.
100%. He got to turn him loose.
Nobody thought that. I would have been with you. Chill. I'm with you if Pop was holding him back in the preseason and making him play in the post and trying to change his game. Man, Pop is about to unleash this boy to the world, man. Pop wants to be a part of NBA history, bro. He's gonna let this kid. He's gonna let this kid terrorize the league, bro. I'm trying to tell you, but you better get on the right side of history right now, Chilltown.
Is this gonna cause him? Because with the usage rate that he's gonna have and the amount of pressure, because again, we're talking about as many games as San Antonio is gonna play. Is he gonna hold up? That's the other thing that I'm concerned with too. That's the other thing that I'm concerned with too when I think about Wemby. His rebounding. I ain't even talking about rebounding. Let's just stay on his ability to get buckets. Right? Let's just stay on his ability to score the basketball. So in an 82-game season, we're talking about a dude who can shoot the long ball, right? We're talking about a dude who can shoot in the mid-range. We're talking about a guy who run like a deer, and he's going to leak out. I'm thinking about the other defenses in the league. How are they going to slow him down?
They can't.
You can't. You can't.
I was telling Ticket this. I said, bro, when they're operating in the pick and roll, I just see it all the time. They're just throwing it up, Chilltown, to him.
to where nobody else can get it but him, dog.
Yeah, bro, and that it's just easy.
At the 3-point line. He passed it and asked for a lob at the 3-point line.
And he catches it, and once he turns, the basket's right there for him. I'm like, Chilltown, how can you defend that?
You can't, dog. You can't.
That's crazy.
We got race.
No, you can't defend it, bro.
So off of him, and that's why, like,
it looks ridiculous, bro.
The 25. Now that I'm glad he went back to 25 because 27 is still crazy for me. But going back to 25, he can get 25 a game just off of leaking out that pick and roll action where he just catches it right there and just has to lay it back in there, bro. He could get like 18 off of that alone. It's like, bro. Now you're just adding on the shot making with the threes and the mid range that he does have in his bag. It's crazy. And another thing for everyone in the MVP things, bro, the man is having around 3 blocks a game right now and only 20 minutes played.
That's crazy, dog.
That's crazy,
dog.
Bro, that's ridiculous, dog.
If he comes out the first night and hangs a 35 or something, his confidence gonna be out of the building. Chilltown. If he comes on opening night and hangs 35, 12, and like 4 blocks, chill. Popovich is gonna unleash this boy to the world. I'm telling you, bro. He's gonna let this boy. He gonna play about 34 minutes, chill. But he's gonna have the ultimate green light. And you heard Pop said I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. So with that being said, Pop came out and said he ain't saying nothing bad about him. Man, Pop is treating this kid like this kid is the future. And I think he wants to prove something with this kid that he can adjust his coaching style to the way Wemby plays. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I even though I thought Wemby would still get buckets, I ain't know Pop was gonna let him just come down, basket hang.
No, he got to turn him loose.
Dribble on the 3-point line.
He has to turn him loose.
He's out here hitting dudes with the nutmeg, dribbling between dudes' legs and shit. When Pop is the coach, chill. He's styling on these niggas. Come on, man.
He got to turn him loose.
I'm looking at the Spurs schedule for their first, 6 games? Wallahi, I ain't gonna lie. The teams they gotta play, there's nobody. Like I'm like, okay, when the season starts, when the season starts, the speed's gonna change. He's gonna run into some starters, bro. No one on the Mavericks is doing anything to Wemby. On the Rockets, no one on the Rockets is doing anything to stop Wemby for real, unless Jabari just digs in his bag.
We played good defense on him in the preseason.
And they call hella foul. And
they ain't gonna do that again.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. Nah, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna just blow the whistle. And that's in San Antonio. Yeah, they're blowing the whistle on y'all. You're not gonna be able to rip them up. Then he plays the Clippers. I don't think Zubac is gonna out physical him enough. Now, if Zubac does, it's gonna be time to get cooking because if Zubac can out muscle him, a lot of guys can. But I'm pretty sure Zubac won't. They play the Suns twice back to back. Yeah, RIP Bobo and Nurkic. There's no way no one is doing. KD's just gonna be looking like, what should I do? And then they play the Rockets. I mean, not the Rockets. The Raptors on the 5th. The Raptors might be the only team where it's like, all right, you got enough. Nah, I can't even say that. No, what is spinning?
I can see Siakam can guard him. Siakam can guard him.
No, he cannot.
I ain't saying he gonna. I'm saying out of everybody else we named, he got the best chance.
And the craziest part about this that we just keep forgetting right now. I watch this motherfucker guard up, bro, on the perimeter. And I'm like, yo.
That was one of your doubts. I remember
this dude, bro. I said, he about to be the greatest I've ever seen, bro. Because this man, block shot, like it almost brings a tear to my eye, bro. You got a 7'4" guy who could move mobile enough with perimeter players.
Wingspan.
Oh, my God. With an 8-foot, even if he gets beat, he's sending it. I'm like, yo. It'll make a grown man cry, bro. I'm just watching him like, bro, this dude's is beautiful.
Didn't Ox say he was slow-footed? Ox was like, I don't know if he can move laterally. Okay. All right, buddy.
He's moving fast to me.
I'm about to say he looks relatively fast on his feet, moving laterally, vertically, wherever.
His fast feet definitely on goal. His fast feet on goal for sure.
Yo, how do you build that on 2K, chat?
Eliminated to 6'10" and under build. So the fact that he's getting there on a 7'4".
That's crazy to me.
I have a Wemby build. I can show you. Hit me on after the show. I have a Wemby build.
I got a Wemby build. Well, I got
a Wemby build.
I have a Wemby on offense build. Sacrifice all the defense.
Oh no, I have a Wemby.
So we talking about this guy. So if we talking about this guy at 25 a game on average, right? We talking about this guy at 25 a game on average.
Especially in this league, chill. Like this, it's like the scoring gap that happened last season was crazy.
Right.
So I think it's just going to keep repeating itself.
So hear me out. If we're talking about this guy at 25 a game on average, a lot of the stuff that he's going to get is going to be on pick and pop. It'll be in transition, right? It'll be putbacks. So then you had what's the kid that they just re-signed? That's what I'm thinking about. Devin Vassell. So he's going to benefit from that. Not only is he going to benefit from that, all of these guys are going to benefit from that. I'm under the impression that with an 18-year-old kid being this green and not understanding how the pro game works, that San Antonio is going to be at the bottom of the league. But if he's averaging 25 a game and these guys, as smart as Pop is, and these guys playing off of him, could San Antonio be a play-in team?
Yeah.
If everything goes right. And
I just told you that, man. You won't listen?
I think this notion of Wemby being green is – I feel like we got to walk this back how people were doing like with Luka. He might not have been playing NBA pro ball, but he's been playing a variation of pro basketball, unlike other 18-year-olds that we're used to in America has been playing. He's played levels of pro ball for a couple of years now. So it's not like he just doesn't know how to deal with playing with grown men. He definitely does. He's playing in some competitive leagues. He's played pro ball. It's a difference. It's different when a guy that came up overseas playing pro ball come to the league. If he was some cat out of North Dakota, out of Maine, that was 7'4" with these skills, you'd be like, okay, let's slow it down. You've been playing college kids. You've been playing high schoolers. Wemby's been playing grown men. He's been in and out of grown men divisions in his age, and he's been playing grown men. So he definitely is more used to it than you are like realizing, Chip.
And on top of that, I'm sitting here like Chamberlain didn't walk in the door and destroy everybody. Like Jabbar didn't walk in the door and destroy everybody. Like Moses didn't walk in the door and destroy everybody. Like, wait a minute.
It's different for the Europeans because when they see a guy like Luka come in the league and have so much confidence and have so much success, when they see the other European players coming in the league having the success they're having, it ain't like it was in the 90s no more when you're from Europe coming over to the league and the league was more physical than it was overseas. They've X'd out all those guys now. So now that they've X'd out all those guys and opened up the game, now the Europeans come over here looking like, hey, man, this is easy. I ain't getting hit like that, like I get hit overseas, all this other stuff. I can just come. They're going to open the court, and this is a skill game now because basketball is coming more of a skill game where your skill set is taking over more than physicality. You understand what I'm saying? So now that they're looking at it like that, remember the 90s, it was hard for Europeans to come over and be successful like that at that level because of the physicality that you were going to have to deal with. You're going to have to get through that first, and then you're going to have to be able to shine. Now, if you can get buckets, the physicality won't bother you because you can't be as physical as they used to let you be. So once you see Luka and them coming over having success, man, Wemby and them come over like, man, I'm smoking these dudes, man. I get an open court. They can't touch me. They can't bump me like they do overseas. The court ain't condensed and closed. You got to remember the lines, the free throw lines, all that, the angles, everything is more closed in the NBA. It's more open. Man, these dudes looking like, man, we got way more space, way more length, way more, you know what I'm saying? Way more better place to operate and make your moves and get your stuff. Man, I'm telling you, that's why you see a lot of guys that come from either college or overseas. When they get to the league, their game expands and opens because the game opens, the court opens. When the court opens now, you get past one person, you at the rack yamming on somebody. Overseas, you get past one person, you got to see three more people down there on that bottom line playing a zone that's going to line up, and now you're going to either get fouled hard, it's hard for you to go do the things you can do in the NBA. So, as I said, Chilltown, Wemby will look like KD in year 5 and year 1.
To the dude in the comments, the Tribe, just so you know, Moses Malone didn't go to college. He didn't play 1 year college basketball.
Petersburg High School, baby. Petersburg High School, straight to the league.
And Chamberlain only played 2 years at Kansas. That was it. And he went to play for the Globetrotters. So
it depends on how good the others are on the Spurs. Because Zach Collins is actually a better shooter because he took a lot more threes in the preseason than he used to, like in previous years of his career. If he's hitting the 3-ball efficient and you gotta have like a big standing on him at all times because he's standing out there roaming, hitting threes. If Devin Vassell is improving from the 18, now he's a legit 20-point per game guy or has that capability. If Keldon Johnson is able to continuously be as good as people projected him to be and said he was in these down years of the Spurs, then yeah, it's gonna look scary for a lot of teams because the team is going to be good. So you can't just focus on Wemby, and that just opens it up for Wemby to do a lot more things, and it's going to affect how people build their teams. This might be like a Shaq situation. Richard Jefferson was talking about it. Back then, you just had guys on your team just as bodies. You had to have multiple 7-footers, multiple big-ass dudes just at the end of your bench, whether they were good or not, just to deal with the fact that Shaq was on the court and he needed bodies. In the next 2 years, especially this year, this is a pivotal year. If they go to a budding playing team, with Wemby being dominant and the other guys just being okay to good, yeah, teams are going to start, all right, we got to add, I don't know who we're going to get, but we got to get Big Ramadovich, that's 7'2", just to have somebody that can contest the Wemby shot, because it's not going to be fair. You're going to stop having all these 6'8" Isaiah Stewarts on the court. It's not going to work. You're going to have tall, mobile bigs to just deal with Wemby. A Wemby prevention. A Wemby contingency, they're going to call it.
Got you. From Drink More Water, this is from Open Gym. We had this conversation. Is Wemby more skilled than Giannis?
Yes.
At the same age or like
right
Giannis
now? No,
now?
period. Yes. Right. Period. Yes. You got to tell the truth. He can do way more than Giannis. He's a better free throw shooter, a better ball handler. You know what I'm saying? Giannis can handle the ball and get to his spots, but he can't. I mean, Wemby's a better ball handler. You understand what I'm saying? Wemby's a better jump shooter, better mid-range shooter, better long ball shooter, can score in more variety of ways than Giannis can score fluently. So, yeah.
So are we saying? Is Wemby a better player than Giannis?
No,
You can be.
No, Giannis is a better player. Giannis is a better player, Tiltown, but Wemby's more skilled than any other player you've seen in NBA history coming into the league. There's no other player, maybe outside of Kyrie Irving, who was more skilled coming into the league in their rookie year than Wemby.
Offensively.
Hey, take it out, Froze. I want to ask you because I know you got your eye on
defensively.
No. Chill. Hold on. Chill. Both ends.
I'll take it. I want to ask you.
No, I don't think he's more skilled on the defensive end than Giannis. I do not think that. No.
Yeah, Giannis wasn't doing it. I said coming into the league. Hold on, chill. I said coming into the league.
Okay, all right. My fault.
And hold on, chill. He may be more skilled than Giannis defensively because of his ability to get beat, recover, and still block your shot. Because of his ability to block shots on the perimeter. You don't see Giannis doing that. Bro, that steal shot of him blocking Wiggins, that is unreal, bro. Well, if you can do that, that is cheat code, chill. That's cheat code. You don't see Giannis doing that. We see Giannis blocking dude shots at the rim. This dude is routinely blocking NBA player shots on the perimeter, chill. Then you can beat him off the dribble. He's still recovering, blocking your shot.
Wow, being 8 feet tall.
We've never seen a play. That's what I told you. You have to get off this. The LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all of you. This is the most skilled player to ever come through the history of the NBA, man. Ever. Hakeem, ever, all of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Wemby's more skilled, even if you include the defense.
I think Wemby is more skilled now than Giannis will ever be. Sorry.
So Wemby is more skilled than Giannis today. Not like when he first walked in the door. Today. Giannis,
Wemby right now.
Giannis, the Giannis that's in the league for 10 years, that's going into year 11. Wemby is more skilled than him today.
Wemby right now, walking into the NBA, is more skilled than Giannis will ever be as a basketball player. Just skill. Giannis will never in his career be. No, Giannis is definitely a better player right now. And
we're just talking from a skill. We're just talking from a skill standpoint.
We're just talking about from a skill.
Your ability to handle your ability to handle the basketball, your ability to score, your ability to pass, your ability to rebound, your ability to defend, your ability to recover, your ability to continuously beat. All of that stuff. We're talking about all of this stuff in a vacuum. And he's better than Giannis in 2023. Not Giannis when he showed up in 2015.
2023.
And it's not close.
2028, it doesn't matter. Giannis will never be as skilled as Wemby is right now and what Wemby's going to be. We've seen Giannis for 10 years work on his game, and he's at where he's at. He's a phenomenal player. MVP level player. He's going to be an all-time player. But when you tell Giannis, go get a bucket, there's 3 moves he's going to give you. 3. Maybe 3. If you tell him to put the ball on the ground, there is a limitation to what he's about to do with that basketball to try to get to the rim, and a lot of it is dependent on him trying to speed boost past you. That's really it. Like that is the limitation he has, and it's not like a negative against him. It's genuinely just the truth. Motherfuckers saying don't disrespect Giannis. It's the truth. When you watch him go, it's like trying to watch LeBron go downhill. The older LeBron gets, he's just trying to power through people or go downhill. He's not really. I don't want to pull a ball, don't stop, and just say. And use these lame ass saucy in his bag words, but that's really what it is. Victor's bag is deeper than Giannis's with the ball in his hands, trying to score a bucket than Giannis will ever be. It just
And you could be more skilled than somebody and not be a better player.
Sure, I can get that. Sure, I can get.
We had this conversation on Open Gym for a very long time. When I kept repeating the same thing. I said nobody's saying that Wemby's better than Giannis, because it's the things on how Giannis utilizes his skills that makes him better. But if we're measuring skill of a person, and skill is anything that you can do well, and how many things that Victor does well compared to Giannis, he just has more tools in the chamber. He just does. He has more tools at his disposal, which makes him more skilled. Now, similar to Paul George and Jimmy Butler, does that mean that he's better than Giannis? No. He's just more skilled than him. It's just like that. Cool. Mars, do you have anything to say to that? I feel like you disagree.
How would I disagree?
Because when you first heard the question, I just didn't get like the vibe the aura that you was producing. I just want to double check.
My bad. I'll give a better aura next time. I apologize.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So greatest, go ahead and eat a dick because Mars agrees. There you
go.
Okay. What did he say to me?
You see how Mars is the only one not agreeing? Someone's in reality. Obviously, none of us are in reality now. There you go.
Mars the only one who watched Europe.
Yeah, Mars has a lot of. I call them the Mars riders. You know, when you have the
greatest is definitely not one of them, and I just choose to be quiet because I don't have much to say on this topic. That's it. My silence isn't agreement or disagreement, and never take it as either one. It's just I'm chilling.
Got you. BD Productions. Ticket played for Lakers D-League team, and they practice with Lakers rosters. Damo and people in the chat need to put respect on Ticket and show name for playing in the D-League. That's still pro ball.
I didn't play in the D-League. I didn't play in the D-League. I did play in Europe, but I didn't play in the D-League. So let's want to make sure we clear on that.
When did you say something bad about Ticket
playing? I did not play in the D-League, but I did play in Europe.
Playing in the D-League?
Yes, I did.
Wait, where did that come from?
Hey, man, just put respect, man. Put respect.
Hey, last super chat, you're absolutely right.
Put some respect on their name, man. Michael McGee. Damo, what do you think about D'Angelo Russell saying he looks up to Derek White?
I love it.
I do too, Damo.
I love it. That lets me know his mind is in that lets me know his mind is in the absolute right place. You're worried about winning basketball games. It's not about you being the hero or ice in my veins, none of that. You're just trying to win games, do what it takes to win games. Love it.
Lanny Williams with another one. Shout out PC fam, Chilltown. Who's the one player to look out for no one's talking about?
The one player to look out for that nobody is talking about. Who isn't nobody talking about this season that we should be talking about?
Zach LaVine. There you go.
No.
Clearly, Nicholas Claxton, the way that defensive player of the year had the looks, but I digress.
I would say Paolo.
I got to think about that. Yeah,
Paolo Becker was a good pick. Paolo a good pick.
No one's talking about Paolo.
No one has said anything about Paolo, and I don't know
which is crazy. Came up
one of the most disrespected number one picks we've ever seen.
Literally, Paolo and Cade are back-to-back most disrespected number one picks. It's kind of great. I've never seen a point in time where both number one picks were good. You could see the potential. You could see they were instantly ready to play, and people just not talking about them. Wait, no, I don't. Was Paolo? Cade was before Paolo, right?
Cade was before Paolo. Yeah.
Okay.
Paolo was a rookie last year.
Yeah, and Cade got hurt that second. Okay, yeah.
Chill. What was you about to say?
I was thinking of Ben Simmons. That's who I was thinking of.
Why Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons was
I was thinking of Ben Simmons. Ain't nobody really talking about him. We might be the only ones talking about Ben Simmons. Ain't nobody really talking about him like that.
W should.
Oh, shout out to Aramis Jones. Herb Jones is a player to look out for.
Hey, anybody who knows me knows I'm a Herb Jones stan. Anybody that knows me knows I love Herb Jones. I think we're gonna have a conversation about Herb Jones at some point being the defensive player of the year. I think he a better version of Bruce Bowen. That's what I think he is. But I'm sorry.
Did he make the first team yet already?
No, not yet.
I don't think he made all defense yet.
Not yet.
He didn't make the all defensive team yet?
Which is nuts to me, but all right.
He's only been in the league for 2 years. So.
Yeah, he only been in the league for 2 years.
Ronaldo saying Desmond Bain. Go ahead, SB.
No, I was saying, like, did he miss a lot of games last year?
No, he just didn't.
He just didn't make it.
Not even the third team.
It's only two. It's only two teams, and you can say the same thing about.
Second team. I'm sorry.
You can say the same thing about Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels wasn't an all-league defender, and he's arguably the best perimeter defender in the game. You can make a case for him being the best perimeter defender in the game. I still think it's Drew Holiday, but that's another conversation.
The voters don't watch the sport, man. The voters don't watch the sport,
And Lanny Williams says, shout out PC fam. Shout out to a video that just dropped. Got 20K views right now. I don't know where it's at, but the LeBron versus MJ debate between
I was on there with J-Rob.
Low Chill and
that was dope, yo. That was dope that we did that for real. There's more content coming too, folks. That was
I
dope
actually forgot we recorded that. I'm not gonna lie.
You did not.
I saw it. I was like, no, because what happened was I saw it and it was like premiering or whatever. Yeah. I just saw 4 experts do LeBron versus Jordan. Some stuff. I was like, there's no way PC made a whole show for the GOAT debate. I was like, okay, it's getting out. Then I clicked on it and I saw, oh, it's the PC weekend. Oh, okay. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
Hey, Mars,
I
got rid of that
made a whole show for the GOAT debate. I was about to boycott the show.
Mars, did you get rid of that 90s sitcom fro yet, man? You gotta get some braids or something, man.
Next time there's a PC weekend, I'm gonna just be bold. That's the new plan. I'm gonna be bold.
You might need to be because that 90s family TV show cut ain't it, man. It's 20.
I'm not gonna lie. I went Mars. I dead ass until I watched that video. I dead ass forgot y'all had that conversation. I completely forgot about that we did that PC weekend. But watching it, I got reminded. I was like, Chilltown, you was really in your bag. I felt so bad that you had J-Rob next to you. That was
you don't deal with J-Rob, man.
Like J-Rob was so bad. Like it was so bad, bro. I could not.
They saw you was out there like LeBron with the Cavaliers out there, man.
Yes, Chilltown's living up to his hero, LeBron Ramon James, you know? Carrying the 2018 squad.
That was dope. I had a good time, and that was dope that we did that. We did that.
Was Mars a scumbag in person doing that debate or not? He was regular.
No, he was regular. Mars is the regular scumbag.
So this is Mars, right? This is Mars. I know Mars now. I've broken the code. Mars is the kid that's chill in real life, low key a scumbag, but he's just chill in real life, not really doing much. Once he get to the internet, though, it's over. He said, now you're going to see his scumbag and his full potential. And that's what Mars is. He's the internet troll.
There ain't no consequence for being a scumbag.
Exactly. That's Mars. He's the internet guy that will never say nothing in real life, but just all on the internet, man.
Damo live down south. Mars the dude throwing rocks at cars and running. That's him.
No, he won't do that. He won't do that. He'll be like, why are you throwing those rocks? But online, he going to be like, yo, you should be throwing rocks at cars. I promise you that's Mars. That's Mars 1,000%.
Mars, all I'm saying, real quick, Dub, Mars, all I'm saying is this would go over so much better if you would just embrace who you are. That's all I'm saying, Dub. That's all I'm saying, Mars. Embrace your scumbag. Embrace it.
Can we read the next super chat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I witnessed a one-sided officiating.
Oh, here we go with the goofy shit. Here we go with the goofy logic. I'm sick of Damo. I'm sick of you, Damo. I'm sick of you, Damo. I'm sick of you, Damo. Yeah, you, Damo. I'm sick of you.
What did I do?
I got your ass handed to y'all yesterday, and now we got an officiating issue. Meanwhile, we ain't talking about the interception that Tua, who I had for league MVP, is looking goofy right now. He can throw the long ball with the best of them, but that interception. Well, I think he's not 0-2. I think his record is well below 500 against some of the best teams in the league right now. He's not very good, Damo.
It's week 6.
A third of the season is already over.
First of all, it's week 6. We can't control who we play. Now, at the beginning of the season, people told us how tough our schedule was. It's not my fault y'all didn't realize the Chargers suck and the Giants.
Hey, whoa.
That's not our fault. Y'all got
Hey, don't go on my team.
At the beginning of the season, it was, we got one of the top 5 hardest strength schedules, and LA is gonna do this, and these guys are gonna do that.
Right.
Then they suck, and it's the Dolphins are only good against above 500 team, or only good against below 500 team. In week 6, let us finish out the season. No one's saying that about the Bills, who just got their ass whipped by a below 500 team. We're not gonna talk about the Bills though. We're gonna let the Bills live. We're not gonna talk about the Bills losing to the Patriots, are we? Nope.
I will tonight. You could join us. You could join us if you would like.
And Luncho, whatever your goofy ass name is, don't tell me not to bark now. I can bark whenever I want to bark. Shut your ass up. Because he was in. Because not only that, Damo, because he was in the live and Mookie roasted his ass. Mookie didn't, and you know Mookie absolutely destroyed him in one of my lives. Destroyed him. and he got some nerve coming in here talking about me not barking. You shut your goofy ass up.
OG,
the reason why your boys for you lunch, yo.
Hey, OG, I'm done ever since because James B trolled me all the time, and then he came on your channel look like Mr. Potato Head with glasses. I don't trust nobody till I see your face cam come on. Oh, your trolling don't mean nothing.
Milk dud head ass.
Right.
I'm glad other people seen it. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's seen how they was officiating against us. It's cool. I can also blame the fact that without Jalen Ramsey, we're cooked if they want to put a wide receiver anywhere on the field that's not next to Xavier Howard, because Xavier Howard is a zone corner. So he's not guarding nobody for real, which leaves everyone up. Why is Eli, and I said this when we got him, I'm not going to go too deep on this. Why is Eli Apple on the field means we're getting torched. I said that when we got him. When Jalen Ramsey got hurt, and Howard, okay, I figured, I'm like, there's no way Xavier's not out here. We got fucking, okay. Let me just.
Yeah, I know that catch that AJ Brown had broke your heart, man. It's okay.
Bro, I turned that game off so many times in the middle of the game, watching AJ Brown just get whatever he wants, bro.
Damo, can you get on with your why you turning the game off, Damo? Are you with your boys or not? Which one is it?
Yes, I'm with my boys.
So
I'm with them when they put up 70. Be with them when
No, I wasn't with them when we put up 70, bro. I've been turned that game off. What? I'm not about to watch us just beat up on the damn Broncos.
And then I don't like that. I don't like that you hit my team with straight like that, Dom. I don't really like that because your team hot right now. Humble yourself. This 1 year, the Chargers, don't do that.
Y'all suck. I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
I'm sorry, dog. As you were saying, dog.
Nah, well, cool. Just I love the energy, Joel, Luka is allegedly a top 5 player, but is the only one we have to question if he can make the play-in with a guy who's 27-5-5 on 50, 40, 90 shooting.
That's not an indictment on. That's not an indictment on Luka. That's an indictment on how trash the rest of his team is. Like I don't get it. I don't.
They also only played like 16 games together.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. And Kyrie wasn't 50, 40, 90, so you just lied. But
he was close to it though. He was close.
49, 37, 90. No. That's not a 50, 40, 90 guy.
I said close.
If you're 3% off from 3, no, it's not a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Hey man,
I'm not calling Zach LaVine a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Hey, are the Warriors bluffing Klay Thompson? Why would you let Poole leave if you're not going to get to an extension with Klay? Because
I don't get that. They might let him walk out the front door. Y'all crazy.
And the extension parts are dead. They're saying the extension talks now are dead between the two sides.
That's been going on. Yeah.
Like, why would you let Poole walk out of the door if you're not going to just keep? What do you think? You think Klay's going to come down off that? Some team is going to give Klay. Some contender is going to want to pay Klay.
Mm-hmm.
What contender can afford to pay Klay? You're contending. How can you afford to pay Klay? If you're a contender, how can you afford to pay?
No, sign a trade. What I mean is they're gonna want to take Klay's deal. That's what I'm saying. They won't mind taking Klay on their.
There's a lot of teams that would take Klay Thompson.
Thunder can afford Klay.
My whole point is, Mars, why would you let you walk away if you're just gonna be around Klay Thompson and not just go ahead and go into the season with an agreed deal with him? Like, what are you trying to make him prove it after he don't won 4 championships for you?
Yes, that's probably what they're trying to do. Make him.
That'd be stupid.
That's what they're probably trying to do.
That'd be dumb. It's Klay Thompson.
I think Klay's somewhere in the ballpark of he wants like 4 years, like 120.
He gave Draymond Green what he wanted. $100 million, no questions.
I think Klay like 115.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Klay Thompson making that much, $30 million a year. That's a reputation signing right there because he does not deserve it.
I mean, he do.
But if he gets it, congratulations. If he gets it, congratulations.
He's still averaging 20 on his regular numbers from shooting from the field. If you look at his numbers last year,
if the Warriors pay him $30 million a year,
I'm saying his numbers. The only thing we're judging him off of is the playoff series. He really helped them get back in that season last year. Him and Poole when Curry was hurt. Remember, he went on a tear. He was putting up 40. He was 35. I think Klay is one of the most undervalued guys in the league. If you go look at Klay Thompson, look at his numbers from last year. I think they were even up a little bit his average from his previous years. So I don't understand. My whole point is, Mars, why would you let Poole walk away if you're just going to be an asshole with Klay Thompson in negotiations, a dude that won 4 world championships with you? It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Mars, what's fair market value for Klay Thompson? Is he still a top 10 2 guard in the league?
Yes.
We'd have to make a list.
Oh,
okay. So
we can make one right now.
If we're discussing the two guards, Mars, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Donovan
order.
Mitchell.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's better than Klay.
Book.
Hold on, you got Ant-Man as one?
I'm just
No,
throwing
just names.
I'm just throwing names out there. Again, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Book.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did I say? Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who else am I thinking about when I think about the two guard spot?
Is Shea a 1 or a 2?
Zach LaVine.
Yes.
Yeah, he's better than Klay. Bradley Beal's better than Klay.
Okay.
Is we count Shea as a 1 or a 2?
Is Steph a 1 or a 2? I think Shay's a 2. I think Shay's
Shea, yeah. Kyrie, yes. Jaylen Brown, yes.
James Harden.
You have to put Harden. No, I'm not putting Harden top 10. I'm just saying you have to put him at the 2 then. If you put
and I ain't putting him at the 2 guard. How about Jalen Green, Mars?
We can leave him out. We'll leave him out and we'll come back to him. We'll leave him out and we'll come back to him.
So we'll leave him. So we'll leave him out. Okay, so Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown though.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown.
I'm at 7. How you at 8?
I'm at 8.
Do we say Kyrie?
Yeah, that's why I'm at 8.
We gonna make this list right now.
DeJounte Murray's better than him.
Zach LaVine, Anthony Edwards.
We're gonna see how many guys we can get above.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all count Drew Holiday as a 2 guard?
No.
I mean,
no, I don't.
Okay. We don't. But Paul George is a 2 guard though. Then technically, Paul George
is better than Klay.
Yes.
Paul George 2 guard.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a 2.
Okay. Who else do we have?
We got Anthony Edwards, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown.
Anthony Edwards.
I'll change the order later.
Mm-hmm.
And you said Shea. You said Shay's
Shea,
2, right?
Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal,
Big Bill,
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, yes.
Then it gets tricky.
You said James Harden.
Shit, there ain't too many more elite 2 guards.
Herb ain't on there neither.
No, Kyrie.
Yes. Kyrie. Yes.
I said DeJounte Murray. You got Desmond.
You've been playing 2 guard for the last couple of years, though, Doug.
DeJounte Murray.
Hey, if Desmond Bane balls out this year, he'll put himself at 10.
Is Klay better than Tyler Hero?
Yes.
Yeah.
Klay's better than Hero, better than Murray, better than
Desmond Bane.
Hold on, Klay's better than Beal, Murray. He's better than Beal. He's right now. Klay Thompson's better than Beal and Murray.
I'm not mad at that.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Hold on, you don't think Klay Thompson's better than Bradley Beal?
In 2023, what's the date today? October the what?
Today is October the 22nd. 23rd. I'm sorry, my fault.
On the 23rd of October 2023, I do not think Klay Thompson is better than Bradley Beal.
I don't know, Mars. Hey, Mars, I tell you one thing.
What about
if you told me there's 30 teams in the NBA, Mars, 25 of those teams would take Klay over Bradley Beal today.
Yeah, good for him. Klay. Klay fits on teams.
Hold on. Y'all don't think so. Hold on. Y'all don't think that 25 out of 30 teams would take Klay Thompson right now over Bradley Beal?
Yeah, Klay fits on teams. Klay fits on teams better than damn near everyone. I'm saying
y'all don't think I'm a 4-time world champion right now who can still shoot the hell out of the ball. What did he shoot from 3 last year, dog? 40%?
41%.
41% from 3 last year. Mars talking about, Mars. Go ahead and jump off that cliff.
Is Jalen Green on that list? I don't think you put Jalen Green on that list.
We didn't because we got
Jalen Green not better than Klay Thompson.
We don't need the polarizing names because we got 10 who are just better than him.
Jalen Green definitely not better than Klay Thompson.
Mikal Bridges is 2.
Mikal Bridges is 3. Well, we got him as a 2.
Well, he played the 2 last year for Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, well, Mikal Bridges.
Telling people that Bradley Beal is better than Klay Thompson right now, bro. That is insane.
That's not crazy to say.
Y'all should
be better than Klay Thompson for 2 years.
Say what?
Since Klay's come back, Bradley Beal's been better than the whole time.
Yeah, since he came back, off that injury.
It ain't like Bradley Beal. Whoa.
You can
hang on.
Bro.
Hold on. It's not like Bradley Beal came back off that. Since Klay Thompson came back, it ain't like Bradley Beal has been lights out.
No, but he's better than Klay.
What I said is he's better than Klay. I ain't said he's the best player in the world. I said he's better than Klay. Being better than Klay isn't some gold standard of being great.
Do you guys
be better than Klay?
You guys still consider CJ too?
CJ was never better than Klay, and he still is.
CJ plays the one now.
CJ was never better than Klay, and he still
Jose
is.
Alvarado, respect to Jose Alvarado.
He's a backup. So Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, Anthony Edwards,
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves over Klay? No.
Chitchat, I think you're echoing. It's not Tick yet because he's muted.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get my...
No, because anytime Chill talk, there's no echo, so I know.
Austin Reeves is not better than Klay Thompson.
Mic check.
Test.
Mic check.
You're good. You're good now. You're good now.
Let's see.
So this is the list. This is the list.
Isn't Jordan Poole a two guard? Couldn't you make the argument that Jordan Poole's better than Klay?
Jordan Poole, yes, put him at two guard.
So this is the list. This is the list of people better than Klay Thompson. You got Devin Booker, D. Mitch, Paul George, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie Irving, DeJounte Murray, James Harden, Jalen Green, Mikal Bridges.
Jalen Green. I'm taking Klay over
Desmond Bain.
Yeah, Desmond Bain.
Is Anthony Simons better than Klay?
No, not yet, Mars. Not yet, Mars. No.
I'm just asking the questions.
That's fair. It is fair because I was thinking the same thing. But I'm thinking about the guy. I'm thinking about Mars is I'm thinking about the guys who he was always ahead of him and how much have those guys caught up. So, for example, like CJ, he was always ahead of CJ. Is CJ close? No. So, Anthony Simons, he's always been ahead of Anthony Simons. Has Anthony Simons closed the gap on Klay? I don't think so.
The chat is begging for Tyrese Maxey to be as Tyrese
Maxey and Austin Reeves. I mean, I think both of those are better right now.
Nah, I'm taking Klay over Austin Reeves. I don't know about Maxey.
Why?
I think Klay's still a better player. I think y'all overgas what Austin Reeves does because he plays for the Lakers.
Can you just tell me what makes him better though? Like what makes Klay Thompson better?
I think Klay's is more impactful than Austin Reeves. Because the only thing you can really say about Austin Reeves is that he creates a shot. He creates good shots here and there, but y'all gas it more. It looks more impactful because he plays for the Lakers. If he played on any other team, y'all wouldn't be gassing Austin Reeves the way y'all do.
Again, SB,
he don't look no better than the next third or fourth option that create a shot. He don't look no better.
SB, stop devaluing Austin Reeves.
I'm not devaluing him.
Hold on. Just tell me what Klay Thompson does better.
I literally say he's more impactful.
How though? What makes him more impactful? Like what does he do on the court better?
Only thing Austin Reeves is getting you is his ability to create a shot here and there. That's it. Austin Reeves he's not impactful on the defensive side of the ball. His playmaking skills is mid. His shooting is mid. Everything else that you ask for Austin Reeves to do is really just here, down there to come and create a shot here and there. That's it.
It's crazy. He knows what Klay does better.
Thank you. And you keep bringing up Austin Reeves.
I just said he's better. That's what
okay,
Damo 100% confident that because I said so, it's not an answer. I'm sure of that.
I'm literally asking you, can you just tell me what makes it better? If all you can say is,
because I said so.
But also
I said he's more impactful.
Also, Reeves can't do this, that, third, fourth, and fifth. But yeah, Klay's just better. Like, okay, you can't tell me
because I said so.
I didn't say because I said so. OG, you instigated right now.
I'm asking. I'm gonna ask the question. You said, and what you said, quote, was Klay is better, which equals because
I said he's more impactful.
Okay,
what makes him more impactful?
Even though his defense is not the same, defensively he's more impactful. His ability to fit into the offense is better. His shooting ability is better. Only thing I think Austin Reeves does is impactful is create a shot here and there. But I'm saying a lot of teams have that guy off the bench that does that, or their fourth guy who does what Austin Reeves does. That's it. I just feel like y'all gassed it more because he plays for the Lakers. That's it.
A lot of teams have a third or fourth guy that can create high value shots.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to know why. Okay.
Is that a satisfactory answer?
I feel like I'm one of the last people who actually watch Klay Thompson play because
I watch him. I still watch him.
It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. I can hear he's better than Bradley Beal in 2023.
No, he's not better than Beal. But Austin Reeves, he's around that. He's around that range now. The Reeves, the Maxies, the Baines, he's around that range, yes, of players in the two guard position. But y'all act like Austin Reeves.
So he's not top 10, right?
I said Maxey and Reeves. I said Maxey and Reeves, and you stuck on Austin Reeves. But even though Tyrese Maxey, I think he's better.
I think they're all around the same range. It's not a far stretch conversation. But to just say Austin Reeves is just easily better than Klay Thompson is crazy.
No one said that. I said is Austin Reeves. I said is Maxey and Austin Reeves also not better? Because you acknowledge the chat. I said the chat is saying Reeves and Maxey, and I agree. No one said easily. No one said clears. I just think they're both better as of right now than Klay Thompson. But I just want to hear you give an actual reason outside of a legacy argument. But it took.
I didn't say nothing about no championship.
I had to pull all your teeth just for you to give me tangible things that he does on the court. And I'm not going to argue it. I just want to know if you actually had reasons. That's it.
At least we agreed that Klay Thompson's not a top 10 shooting guard. So.
That's a fact.
Cool.
Good work, guys.
Nice little.
I was looking at that list and.
No, but okay. So what?
You want to see the list again?
Can I see the list one more time, dog?
I got you.
So that begs the question: then, if he don't want 120, how much would you give him? Then?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good with those 5. Zach LaVine. I'll entertain Zach LaVine. Beal and Jaylen Brown. Irv. DeJounte Murray is tricky. James Harden. I don't think James Harden is a 2 guard. I don't.
That's fine. James Harden not being a 2 guard.
Yeah, I don't think James Harden is a 2 guard. Mm-hmm. Actually, now that I'm looking at this list, because I think Mikal Bridges is better. I'm not sure if Desmond Bane is better though. I'm not.
Okay, but still, he's not in
the top 10. Yeah, regardless.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at this list, I mean Bradley Beal. I mean, because he hasn't played in the last 2 years, kind of like Klay, but he's still done what he's done over the last 2 years. He's still a bucket getter. He's a streaky shooter. Klay's a more consistent shooter than him, more consistent long ball shooter than him. Klay is obviously slower on defense than he was in the past, obviously. Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie's better than him. Come on, you can't even fight that.
Kyrie Irving is better at basketball than Klay Thompson. I just hate that. I get it. I do get it. But the questions that I'm having is Desmond. The questions I'm having is Desmond Bane, James Harden, DeJounte Murray. The other ones I'm cool with.
Well, James Harden's only a question if you don't consider him a 2 guard.
I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. If James Harden is a 2, he's just better than Klay. But if he's a point guard, fine, he shouldn't be on the list. DeJounte Murray, I get having the same question: is he a point guard or a 2 guard?
Yeah.
But if we consider him a 2 guard, he's also just better than Klay.
OG is Jordan
on both
Poole
sides
better?
of the ball. He's better than Klay.
Is Jordan Poole better than Klay Thompson? Right. I think he was on his way to being better. I think that at the end of this season, we could have a legit conversation that he is.
Okay. Well, is Jordan Clarkson better than Klay Thompson?
No.
What?
Be humble, SB. Be humble.
No. I'm just asking names.
No, he is not.
All right, so I think we got a valid list of players better than Klay Thompson. So
but that begs the question: so how much if he deserved the 120? If not 120, how much should the Warriors give him?
No, but I'm with Ticket. It doesn't make sense with the Golden State Warriors of you're getting rid of Poole. You're getting rid of Poole. So it's like if you're getting rid of Poole, I'm thinking you're having the mindset mentality of investing in what you have now. You're not investing in what you have now. That doesn't make sense. So what are you doing?
Maybe Klay Thompson wasn't on their mind when it came to the Jordan Poole situation. Maybe the Jordan Poole situation on their minds was guys like Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green. Guys they felt maybe they feel those guys are more important than Klay Thompson. Or they just don't like the number Klay's asking for. SBU asks how much would I be willing to give him? 18 to 22 mil, which I don't know if that math maths. I don't know what that math adds up to. 18 to 20 mil. I'm not trying to give him 30 mil.
About 85.
So less than Draymond Green, because Draymond Green got 100.
Yes, I think Draymond Green is more important to the Warriors dynasty, and it's been more important to the Warriors than Klay Thompson.
If we're in 2023 and still think Klay's better than Draymond Green, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying more than that's it.
I wasn't
gonna give Draymond's 100 million either, but I get reputation.
But you're giving a guy you're giving a guy in Chris Paul 30 mil in this season, next season.
They didn't give him that. I thought he was already on that deal.
They took the contract.
But they didn't give him the contract. So
they took at the end of the day, they took the contract to have an older guy in Chris Paul. He's about to be 39 years old next year.
Because they were trading Jordan Poole.
I think they had to make the money match.
It's only half the deal is getting next year. Half the deal is guaranteed. Only half the deal is guaranteed.
It's basically like a 1 year actual of
right.
Kind of
1 year.
Right.
As opposed to the 4 years of Jordan Poole that they would have had. That's why they make the trade. So
Nah, Chris Paul could get that 30 mil, especially with how much money is going through. Like, what are we talking about?
Based
I'm
on
fine with it.
reputation, sure.
What?
I mean, sure.
What the league is going through, bro? There's mad people getting paid right now.
No, wait, so you
That
question
doesn't mean he deserves 30 million
Right,
at 49
what?
years old.
Right, what are you
You
talking
said
about?
what? You
That
said
doesn't
what?
mean he deserves 30 mil at 49 years old. What are we talking about?
Who? Clay?
Chris
You said
Paul.
Chris Paul.
You
No,
said
no,
Chris
no,
Paul.
no. No, my bad. I
Did
meant
you
to
mean
say
Clay?
I did mean Clay. I did mean Clay
okay.
Thompson. That's my
'Cause
bad.
I was
Not
like,
Chris
bro,
Paul, not
what?
Chris Paul. No,
Clay
my
will
bad.
probably
I
end
was
up getting. They're probably just making him play to like a standard that like maybe he feels like
I don't
he has to
understand how
play with
Clay got to play at a standard in Golden State.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Because maybe they are looking beyond reputation.
Okay, then you're
And
gonna
they're trying to
lose
win a
Clay.
championship and they're not trying to be sentimental. Maybe.
If they would have, if they cared about that, they wouldn't have gotten. In my head, they wouldn't have gotten rid of Poole.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. I think they're gonna end up paying Clay anyway. I think this is gonna be a.
Yeah, how did they gonna let
Because they can't let him walk out the front door. That would
They're
be
gonna
suicide.
end up paying. I think he's probably gonna come down from 30 mil a year, probably be somewhere in the 25 range, similar to what Draymond got, and then they'll just all go out together.
But Mars, you understand the confusion is, right? When if you were worried about the future and everything, you would have just kept Poole there and not sit here and mess anything up. But instead, you sat here and got rid of him, and now you're not willing to invest in the Klay Thompson. When if you're worried about the future, I mean, who else are you going to invest in the future? Kuminga? Like they don't really have that much people to get into right now, so it doesn't make sense on the road in which they're taking. So in my head, I would just
maybe they just don't want to be tied down to a 36-year-old Klay 4 years from now.
Give Klay that bread, bro. You got tied down to Draymond.
It's not me paying him. I don't care. He can get whatever he wants. It doesn't bother me. It's not coming out of my pocket. I just want to be giving him 30 million.
Chat, for everybody saying that the reason is because of the drama, yes. My whole point is if you were more invested into your team's future, you wouldn't have had Jordan Poole got out the door. You would have got rid of Draymond Green if you was really worried about the future. But you're not. You're worried about winning now. So if you're worried about winning now, you would make the moves for the players that you have to win now. So just stop being bots right now. Just think logically for a second. Well, go ahead, Chitchat.
I didn't say anything.
Bet. Drink more water. Top 10 most athletic NBA players of all time. Who you guys got?
Jordan, LeBron James,
Wilt Chamberlain,
Russell Westbrook, Wilt Chamberlain,
LeBron, MJ.
I said LeBron already.
Oh, well, my list is better than yours.
Jason Kidd,
John Morant,
Dr. J,
Dr. J for sure.
Giannis,
yeah,
for sure.
David Robinson,
Jeremy Evans.
Yeah. Oh, we just going straight athletes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you bet I said Gerald Green. Why you say Gerald Green? Then,
DJ Stephens.
Thurmile Swift or something. You could have said something better than
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter for sure.
Vince
Yes.
for sure.
Kobe for sure.
Most athletic for Kobe? I don't know about most athletic.
What?
Most athletic?
SB was Brian a better athlete than Chamberlain?
No.
How about James?
No.
How about Jordan?
No.
How about Vince Carter?
No.
How about Giannis?
Where's Ticket? I want to hear Ticket.
Maybe.
Yes,
maybe. Young Kobe was an athletic freak. So
how about David Robinson?
David Robinson was strongest. I'm gonna say no.
Let's see.
Did y'all say Shaq?
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't say Shaq.
I wasn't done. How about Doc?
Dwight, Bill Russell.
Are we talking about athletes? That's all we ain't talking about players, SB. We just talking about athletes. So Doc.
I mean, Kobe was.
Nobody's saying Kobe's not athletic. Like he was crazy.
Make sure we clear on that, Dub. Let's clear that up right now.
No. I know y'all didn't say that.
We're talking about in the 76-year history of the NBA, 10 guys. We ain't talking about this dude not being a great athlete. No, we're just talking about in the top 10 all time. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, now I get it now, the Doc. Okay, I get it now, the Doc.
Neek.
I don't know. I think Kobe might got Neek. That's questionable.
Kobe's not more athletic than Derrick Jones Jr., and we're not even thinking about him.
But go ahead.
Shaq.
Young Shaq, right? No, Shaq got him.
Shaq.
Shit, Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
It's Shaq.
I mean,
bro.
when they played on the Lakers, it was a different story. No, but not okay, Shaq for sure.
I think
What's making Shaq? What's making young Shaq more athletic than Kobe?
He's
I
running
think
up the court like a
athleticism.
gazelle.
I think athleticism, when you're that size,
Yeah. Did you
requires
see
more
how young
athleticism
Shaq
to
used to
move
run up
that
and down
way.
the court in Orlando?
Okay, again, what's making him more athletic than Kobe?
The agility, the strength, the
his year-
speed.
Is
the fact
strength athleticism? I didn't think strength was
Yes.
athleticism.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Damo.
I did
Yeah,
not
yes,
think
yes,
strength was
Damo.
You
athletic.
want to count jumping?
Being
Running, jumping.
strong,
I counted movement, like a lot of movement,
and
things,
being
I thought.
strong is part of
I
being an
didn't think
athlete. Yeah,
strength-
being strong, being strong is
Your
part of being an
size,
athlete.
your size, your build, and the frame
Yes.
is a part of it as well.
Yes, being
So
strong.
like
is part
Victor
of being an athlete.
Wembanyama, even though he's a crazy athlete too, because the dude's 7'4" with a crazy ass wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
I say
I mean,
Orlando.
I'm pretty
Shaq
sure
is,
strength
but
is literally in
Lakers
the definition
Shaq.
of
I don't know.
I
Yes.
think
How strong
I
you
think it's
are
like
has
literally
everything-
written in the definition.
Strength has everything to do with you being a great athlete.
But
That's how
OG,
strong you
I would
are.
get a
Again, when
nod
we
to
were talking
young
about
Shaq
basketball, I thought we
because
were talking more
with
about
that
movement
strength and that speed that he had,
I thought athleticism.
I give
meant
it
the
to
same
him.
thing
But
in every
if we talk
context.
about Lakers Shaq, and
Wow.
no, he wasn't more athletic than Kobe. I
You,
think
remember-
that
you are aware that Shaq played for the Lakers for 8 years, right? He didn't
I
play for them
understand
for like
that.
2
I
years. He played for them
understand
for 8 years.
But that's because I think his speed and running up down the court with that strength when he did in Orlando, I might give him a nod over Kobe because of that. But when he got to the Lakers, he kind of slowed down a little.
He was doing the same thing. Do you remember
No,
Shaq in
he slowed
2000?
down. He
You
slowed
remember?
down. Yeah, I remember when he first got there.
Like
You remember-
02, 03, yeah, he slowed down, but like 99, 2000, Shaq was.
That's like
Who
2
you
years.
talking about
2, 3 years.
Well, he got
Did
there
y'all
in
say Russ?
96, right?
I said Russ.
You got
I
that
said Russ.
90.
Yes, he did say Russ. He said Jason Kidd.
Those first
I
4
said
years,
Russ,
I mean.
Rose.
Yeah, it's all right, bro. It's a tough pool of players. To
He's
get
not
into.
top 10. It is what it is.
I don't
There's
think so.
It's no hate. It's no hate on.
There's
No,
no
it's
hate.
not.
We didn't even say Zion, by the way.
I was thinking about Zion too, actually.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so sorry, Kobe. Love you though. He is a crazy athlete though.
Stop disrespecting the Mamba.
Dama, what you? Oh wait, no. Before I get
I
into
told you
that,
to the 24-second violation.
super chat from Aramis. Y'all have to understand the front office change, and it's not Myers in the front office now. It's Dunleavy. He might not just view Klay the same right now as valuable as he once was. Myers isn't handling the office duties anymore.
Plus,
Yeah,
Don Levy gave Draymond Green his contract. So saying he don't value them because of the situation, you're wrong about that. Don
No,
Levy-
he said value Klay. He never said them. He said Klay.
yeah, Klay.
Oh, okay.
Lock in, SB. Lock in.
All right, my bad. Let me
focus, brother. Focus.
Lock in.
But this is why I say Dunleavy's just making a lot of decisions that just doesn't make sense.
Well, you got to remember too who we talking about, though. We talking about a former player, and that's kind of like it seems like that's how he handling it, like a player. He's not handling it from a business aspect, which is the way you have to handle it as a GM. He looking at Draymond like, yo, this is my boy. I'm gonna put him back on the crew. He was on the crew for as long as he was on the crew, and it's a legacy thing. And Klay was on this team for as long as he was on this team, and completely leaving out what production. We're going to completely leave out how important this dude is to what we're doing. What's going to happen when this guy is 36 years old and we owe him $35 million, which might not be a lot of money in 3 years because you're figuring what the salary cap is going to be, but it's going to be hard to move that contract. We're going to be in the luxury tax. And how are we going to justify this? So I think it has to be thought about more like that than it has to be, yo, this guy is awesome. And, you know, I played with him. I was in the league when he was in the league. It definitely has to be more business than it has to be looking at this dude as a player more than just.
Got you. Haywin Jablomi, I guess. That's a weird name. Dama, what you think of Islam's head kick KO?
Definitely impressed him. Caught me out of nowhere. Glad for him. Also, because I like throwing shots and throwing strays. Told y'all niggas Usman was done. I knew he was over when he lost Leon Edwards. That was
so annoying.
Hey, it can be as known as you want. He's over.
No,
as I said, he's over.
The dude
He's
didn't
over.
have no time to prepare for this, bro. Like, let's be
I
real.
don't
Like,
care.
come
He's
on.
over.
And they only
He's
had
over.
3 rounds, bro.
He's
You
over.
gonna say he's over?
He's
He took the
over.
fight on
You
late
got down-
notice.
Did you not see that first round? What is the one thing Usman relies? What is the one thing you rely on when it comes to Usman? What is his bread and butter? What is it? Say it with me, Dub. Say it with me. His what? His wrestling. And to be dominated the way he was, to get put on the ground the way he got put on the ground, lets me know you are cooked, buddy. Just relax your knees before they end up like Kawhi. Just chill out.
His
Keep
knees
walking
are done.
downstairs.
His
Keep
knees are
walking.
done.
Keep walking downstairs backwards. You're done, bud. I'm sorry. It might be
knees are done.
harsh the way I'm saying it, but the truth is the truth. Once he lost to Leon the second time, I knew he was done, bro. Just give it up. There's no reason to keep fighting.
He had a good run, though. He had a good run.
He did. He had a great run, but that's what happens in welterweight. It is a quick shift. Now you're fighting in middleweight. Then you're done. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, fighting him. All right, that's the thing. He's up in. I don't want to do this.
He's
today.
up in
He's
weight.
up in weight. And I don't think anytime when you're going to be up in weight, there's going to be some type of adjustment, especially at that age. Yeah. But if you put him back to heavyweight, he's going to be fine.
Hey, Damo, I forgot you like heavy on the MMA. So I got just quick question, because I know when you're trying to talk the MMA show. Who you guys to go?
John Jones is not a question. It's not a question, John Jones.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk about GOATs, if it's not John Jones, tell me who it is. Then ask yourself, look in the mirror and ask, who has this guy fought? What is his resume? Because if you can't come back with a better resume than John Jones, he's not.
John Jones' resume is elite too. I ain't gonna
elite.
Yeah, John Jones is undeniably the GOAT. Dropping dimes. Hey, salute to Ticket. I was wrong. The Sixers lost the Harden-Simmons trade, and Daryl Morey should be fired because his Harden love cost Philly big time.
I know about that trade already.
They lost. James Harden wanted to leave for no reason. Ice Dripper, greatest player to never make it to the finals. That's a good question.
If I say Steve Nash, I'm a Glazer, so I need to think of someone else.
Go ahead, OJ. I'm waiting for the history lesson. Go ahead.
Nick.
Dominic
Yeah,
over Steve Nash?
Yeah, Steve Nash clears, unfortunately.
Dominic over Steve Nash. Wow.
Alex English.
Yeah, Steve Nash clears again.
Are we including young players? We won't include young
If you want to say Joel Embiid has
please don't say Joel Embiid.
Steve Nash still clears, but
a two-time MVP not never seen the finals is
you can say someone said Dame in the chat.
Top 75.
T-Mac was in the finals in 2013 though, so
he was on
the first team. Yes, he was.
Yep.
Yes, he was.
Didn't play, but he was there. Somebody said Carmelo. Carmelo's a good one.
I'm taking Steve Nash over all these people. So
you taking Steve Nash over T-Mac?
Yep.
Excuse me.
T-Mac made the finals.
And his prime or like?
Well, T-Mac was in the finals in 2013. He doesn't even apply.
Oh.
But I'm taking Steve Nash.
Somebody said
I would take Joel over Steve Nash. I'm not even going to hold you. I would take Joel over Steve Nash.
Can't do it.
And Luka, and I see the chat. Luka was actually the name that I was actually thinking about saying Luka for real, if I'm going to be honest. Because if we're just talking about prime and like them as a player right now, I think Luka's better than Steve Nash.
I think Nick was a good pick, though.
You shouldn't get pushback for that.
Bet. I'm saying Luka.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree, but it's
I think Wemby.
he was in the French League finals. He was in the French League finals.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm willing to walk back everything I said, and I'm really willing to say Tick is absolutely right about Wemby. I understand everything.
What was the last straw that convinced you that? Because it was a different tone. Like
that Hall of Fame whistle he got in the preseason.
Thank you. I ain't gonna lie. Mars was in the chat that day it happened. Watching how they officiated with Wemby. Yeah, there's nothing you can do with that nigga.
He's gonna put up numbers. They're gonna give him 9 free throws.
I literally watched Amen Thompson swipe at the ball, hit the ball, foul, reaching foul. I said, "Oh nah! If they're going out like that, you can't big boy him. You can't move him off the post. You can't be physical with him. They're just gonna call a foul." And that was what I was relying on. The experienced vets being able to move him where they wanted him to go, so he couldn't just get through. But if they're just gonna let him get all these calls and he can go to the line whenever he wants, he's averaging 20 free throws legally, like not even BS free throws. He's getting 20 legit free throws. This is like unprecedented what we're about to see from Wemby.
I want a record to show when we did the top 50 list, I was ranking Wemby the highest, so I just want a record to show that I
got him. He made the MVP list.
So I need honestly
15, so I just want the record to show that.
Where would Wemby rank if, let's say, with him blocking his shots and everything? So he's gonna be around like a top 10 defender, right?
Get a full stat line out, dude.
All right. So I think I'll do the stat line. He's gonna get 2 blocks. I think we all agree that he's getting 2 blocks.
Oh, we're doing the pessimistic. Okay, sure. Yes,
we all think he's getting 2 blocks.
Yes.
Okay.
2. Yes.
That's the low end. That's the bare minimum. He's getting 2 blocks a game. 2 blocks a game. He may be.
Maybe 3
games. I'm sorry. Keep going.
2 blocks a game.
Okay.
We'll say 8 rebounds. I think he'll get.
I don't know about 8 rebounds, man.
7?
About 8 rebounds.
7?
Okay, 7 is reasonable. 7 is
one
reasonable.
rebound.
Okay,
all right,
we'll go 7 or 8 rebounds, right?
Okay,
7.5.
7.5. So 2 blocks, 7.5. We'll say 23 points a game.
23 points. Okay.
Sure.
And probably
23, 7 and 2 with like 3 or 4 assists.
Where does he rank in the NBA?
He's gonna be a top 15. He's gonna be a top 15 player in the league this year.
Top 20 to 25.
He's gonna be
23, 7. I think it's gonna be closer to 8 or 9 rebounds.
8 or 9.
I think he'll have high rebounds too.
I think it's gonna be closer to 8 or 9, but I'll go with 8. So 23, 8, and what do we say? We said 2 blocks at minimum.
2 blocks.
2 blocks minimum. So again, that's just average. That's not the nights when he goes off for 34, 13, and 5 blocks, because we could see that. That's not something that's ridiculous to say. Like, we can actually see that. What you guys are telling me, this is on a Tuesday, right? This 23, 8, and 2 blocks. That's on a Wednesday night, dub. That's what that is.
I'm not gonna lie. That's me giving you the bare minimum.
That's on a Wednesday.
Right? Yeah, I think that's
on a Wednesday night. That's what that is. And on a good night, when I'm starting to figure this out, I can probably give you, I don't know, you might see 34, 35, 14 rebounds and 4 blocks on a good night. And when I'm at my, like, when none of you dudes stop me out here, you might see 45, 19, or 20 on my best night as a rook. You could see 45, 19, and 6 or 7 blocks. That's a top 10 player in the game.
And for the chat saying those Pascal Siakam, one, Pascal Siakam don't have the hype around him like how Wemby does. And then 2, like OG said, he's gonna have big game nights. We are putting the low bare minimum what you think his stats will be. So for y'all just say, those Pascal Siakam
on the Knicks this year.
Say it again, Mars.
Pascal had 50 on the Knicks. That's a big night.
And that's just that. Mars, I got some sleep that night. I ate good. The weather was not. I felt great, and he came in there and gave them 50. Or it could be the other way around, because a lot of these guys, when you think about the history of the game, a lot of these guys, when they've done their best work, it's been when they felt the worst. Kobe Bryant said, if Phil Jackson would have sent me home that night against Toronto, I would have went home. He said my knees was killing me, my back hurt. He goes out there and he puts 81 on them. Chamberlain said that he didn't sleep the night before and scores 100. He didn't even sleep the night before. So, I mean, a lot of these guys, their best nights have been when they felt the worst. So, just on a Tuesday, I'm 23, 8, and 7. Who doing that? 23, 8.
The chat said Pascal Siakam, so that's why.
And Pascal Siakam's a top 20 player.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but yeah, Wemby's going to be top 15. I don't think so, but Wemby's
going to be top 15. OG, I know you had Pascal Siakam.
I think he's a top 20 player. I do. I think he's a top 20 player in the game.
So Victor Wembanyama, we're saying him at his base is probably going to be in the top 20 conversations.
23,
if everything
8,
goes right,
6, and 2
no,
blocks.
this is not with everything goes right. This is a bare minimum.
Going wrong, bare
minimum. If Wemby's healthy this year, he'll be a top 15 player.
Damo, this is you walking in the sandwich shop and you ain't even getting the fixings. You just getting ham, cheese, mayonnaise, and bread. That's it. We ain't putting no lettuce. We ain't putting no tomatoes on it. We ain't putting nothing else on it.
This is Wemby just coming. This is Wemby just going out and playing basketball.
Wemby just showing up 19 to 20. 19 to 20, 5 boards, 3 blocks. That's what I think him just showing. Because the
5 boards.
Yeah, 5 boards, 3 blocks. Just showing up.
No.
I think he's better.
Only 5 boards?
He's getting 5 boards now. We're only playing 20 minutes.
Okay. So first it was, this is just him showing up at his worst, bare minimum. And then I'll say,
him showing up, he's not just grabbing 5 rebounds.
No, not 5 rebounds, Damo. Him walking in the door, he's better than 1 rebound a quarter, Damo.
Yeah,
walking in the door. He's better than that.
He's gonna give you. He's 7'4" with that wingspan. He's getting 6 rebounds.
He's better than 1 rebound a quarter walking in the door.
For a guy that when he gets his blocks, he's taking off of their long shots, and if they're near the rim, he blocking that shit out of bounds to the 17th row. I can see a world where on an off night,
you are a hater. You are a hater.
I'm not hating and saying, okay, somebody saying
you're not hating.
That's more than the 5. I'm saying. All right, this is crazy. But
you're not hating down, Dub, just being nasty, dog.
He's just not. I just don't think the Cats are rebound. I genuinely think, and I'm gonna be so honest, there's going to be a point where Wemby probably plays more minutes at small forward than he does at center this year. I honestly believe that.
100, because that's how Jeremy Sohan's going to get on the floor.
Yeah, Jeremy's going to be the 4. They have Zach Collins at the 5, and Wemby's going to be a 3. So I really don't think he's a rebounder at all, and I don't think he needs to rebound. Like for this team to be successful or him to be successful, I promise you, if we're talking about his rebounding numbers, you're nitpicking.
Chris Paul and Curry has been guys to have 4 or 5 rebounds a night. So if you go out there and tell me with a straight face that Victor and your mama just going out the door is 5. No, I've seen Steph and Chris Paul having 5.
You're telling me there's never been 7-footers who play significant minutes who didn't get like
respect Andrea Bargnani
at least 5, well, not at least 5 boards, but max out at 5-6 boards and they're not rebounders. You're telling me that's not a thing?
Victor ain't that dude.
Well, wait a minute. Whoa. Stop right there, Damo. You just said guys who max out at that. He's not maxing out at that. He's just walking in the door doing it.
I'm saying no. I'm saying
I want to make sure I'm understanding. I'm
saying if we're gonna act like there's never been 7-footers that literally just aren't rebounders, so they only max out at 5 or 6. I'm not saying Wemby's gonna max out at that, right. But if I'm saying him at his floor, which is just bare minimum, he's gonna give you 5. There have been bigs who are 7 feet played center who they at the most got 5, got 6. And they're not rebounders. What I'm saying is Wemby isn't a rebounder, and there have been 7-footers who haven't been rebounders.
He's not 7 foot. He's not 7 foot. He's 7'4", number 1, with the longest wingspan possible. And especially a guy like a lot of those 7-footers isn't like as an intricate part on the offense and defensive side of the ball that Victor is going to be. So with him being the main spearhead of both their offensive and defense, he's naturally just going to be able to grab boards just because of that alone off of offensive rebounds and just him being a defensive rebounder as well because of the defender. He's easily, honestly, the bare minimum, he's getting 7 boards. He's bare minimum getting 7 boards.
I'm saying 8, though. I'm saying 8, though.
I'm with you on 8. I think he's getting 8, too. But bare minimum, if I have to gamble and be comfortable, he would get 7.
But my question for you, Don, is, though, really, we talk about skill set alone. Besides really Wemby's height, what's really stopping him from playing the 3? Is because I think it's just really his height. That's it. I think everything else he does on the floor, I don't think his height is stopping him. I don't think nothing's stopping him from playing the 3. Popovich is stopping him from being a full-time 3. That's really it. But because I think he is a 3. Honestly, he's just 7'4". But he really everything his skill set warrants is at the 3 position.
Gotcha. Honorable became a YouTube member along with Cowboy Bob and Hugh Martin. Appreciate you guys for bringing up.
Yes, sir.
MP13, how many more years until Tatum actually shoots mid-range shots? Watching his sidestep 3s are tough. He's more efficient on catch and shoots.
He is more efficient on catch and shoots, and that's what's stopping him from being a top 3 player in the game. Him playing more in the mid-range. He's played in the mid-range, and he's been efficient in the mid-range when he plays in the mid-range. Somebody said this to me, and it did make a lot of sense. It's about being comfortable. I think that because the league is where it is, where it's you're either at the long ball line or you're at the rim. That's where the game is. And guys aren't really that comfortable shooting the basketball or playing 15 to 18 feet away from the basket offensively. Guys aren't really that comfortable 12 to 15 feet away from the basket because analytics has shown that this shot from the long ball line is more valuable. So that's what they practice. So they don't really practice being in the mid-range as much. And if Jason Tatum were to practice that, which again, I'm still baffled by this because Bryant is his guy and Kobe lived in the mid-range. So I would think that he would be 1, more comfortable in the mid-range, and 2, he would play more in the mid-range and be more comfortable in the mid-range. If he would do that, I think he's a top 3 player for the next 8 years.
I don't think that's ridiculous, actually, because then he'll be more consistent shooting, and we won't see nights where he's having like 2 for 15.
Dub, I think it puts 3 to 6 more points on his average. To be honest with you, I do. And what I mean when I say that is, if he lessened his 3 ball and lived in the mid range a little bit more, I think he'd go to the stripe more. I think he'd be able to play make more, which would open up more shots for him. And I think I think that would make him a much better player. I don't want to take away from him shooting the long ball, but I feel like if he played in the mid-range a little bit more, it would open up his game so much more.
He came in playing in the mid-range, and people said he settled for too many mid-range jump shots.
And you know what that sounds like, Mars? You know what that sound like, Mars? Here, drink this, drink this, drink this, drink this, drink this. Even though you're like, no, I don't want that. I'm good right here. Drink this, drink this, drink this.
That sound like me. It's drinking. Then once they start drinking it, why are you drinking that, bro? You don't have to drink this much.
There we go.
Like you
Now
was just telling me my whole career to do this, and now that I'm doing it, you tell me not to. What are we doing here? It doesn't make sense. That's so funny, actually. That's hilarious. Daniel, for gang, the Nash disrespect is crazy. He clearly was top 5 in 05 and 06. Stand on business, Mars.
Clearly top 5. So it wasn't a question in a 05-06 season. Nash was 100% a top 5 player. No questions asked, no doubt about it. He was 100% a top 5 player. So I'll ask Mars. Mars in the 05-06 season, was Nash better than Bryant?
No.
How about James?
He's gonna say yes. Mars, stand on business.
Yes or no, Mars?
Nah, this is gonna go on TikTok. I'm not about to have to argue why Nash is
but then you're lying to the people, but you want people to.
I lie to the people all the time. I lie to people.
So again,
people don't believe you.
So
Kobe, no. LeBron, no.
James, LeBron, okay. James. How about Dirk?
No.
Diesel.
He was better than Shaq in 06, yes.
He was better than Shaq in 06, okay. How about Chauncey Billups? Okay. How about Tim Duncan?
No.
How about Dwayne Wade?
No.
How about Allen Iverson?
Chill, he's lying to you. I hope you know that.
I don't know that. I don't.
Now, for your information, he's lying for a good. I think the only one Mars definitively thinks was better was Kobe. Everyone else outside of that, he think Nash has an argument for him.
No, Kobe, KG. He didn't say KG.
He didn't say KG. Yes.
Kobe, KG, Duncan. I'd entertain Duncan.
I know you would. So chat, when I tell y'all that Mars is capping and that he means something, I want y'all to know I do know what Mars really means. He just doesn't.
Everyone knows when I'm being except Chill, I guess. Everyone knows.
I'm becoming.
Chill's figuring it out, but
I'm becoming better.
But when you come about James, D Wade, Dirk, I think Mars, you probably have Nash. I would assume on a good day you would say Nash was better than Duncan, but if you don't want to do that because you just don't feel like arguing about it, Nash was a top 4 player to you in that time frame, correct?
Yeah, Kobe, KG, and Duncan are the only ones I'd say were better. Everyone else, I think that he's better than Braun, definitely better than AI and Chauncey Billups.
Mm-hmm.
Better than D Wade, better than Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who else was around at that time?
Carmelo Anthony, Gilbert Arenas, Sean Marion, Yao Ming, KG.
Well, except KG, better than all those guys. Yes. Meta World Peace.
These are the guys that I'm thinking about that were around during that time. That's what I'm thinking about.
He's better. He's better than all of them from 05 to 07.
I would never understand the Nash hype.
Go watch him.
I did.
I understood the Nash hype. I understood it.
I think now he gets hate because of MVP awards that people think their favorite player should have won. Which I guess. I mean, I don't care about the MVPs. So if you think someone else should have won it, I don't care. It's just I don't get why now we're downgrading what he was as a player because he stole your favorite player's MVP. That's what's weird to me. Especially the 05 one, which clearly just wasn't a robbery in my opinion.
I don't think it's just that though. I don't think it's just that though. I think that Mike D'Antoni test has to be a real thing. I'm sorry. Being on that system with Mike D'Antoni, bro, and that's what people look at it because it was in hindsight of what they seen. Like a lot of people, I remember Dell seen Jeremy Lin balling out, right? They seen what James Harden, what he can do, and how the offense that he creates is just it's so inflated because of how good it is, right? So they can't just put that all on Steve Nash and who he is. It's nah, bro, this coach is doing some generational things for you to be this.
You know, Mike D'Antoni was coaching Phoenix the year before Nash got there, right?
Yeah, and they had Jason Kidd that year, right?
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, but
the offense did not look the same. Then Nash arrives, and all of a sudden it looks different. But then it was because of Amari Stoudemire. Then the year after that, Amari Stoudemire goes down and Nash still looks just as good. But I guess it's still because of Mike D'Antoni. Then Mike D'Antoni leaves and it's Terry Porter and Alvin Gentry. And Nash still looks just as good. But I guess it's still because of Mike D'Antoni, because Alvin Gentry copied Mike D'Antoni because he was an assistant. I guess. But Terry Porter coached nothing like Mike D'Antoni, and Steve Nash still looked like a premier point guard.
But
even in Dallas, he looked like a premier point guard. I don't know what more Steve Nash has to show you.
It coincides with one another, especially when Mike D'Antoni's showing that he's been doing it with multiple people as well.
Yeah,
nobody's saying that
point guards look better, but Steve Nash looked great with or without him, is my point.
Yeah, the point I'm making is that with Nash being there, it enhances Nash as well as it enhances Mike D'Antoni. It's just more people think that Mike D'Antoni enhanced Nash more than the other way around.
Yeah, and I think I'm not going to say I think it's dumb. I just think I think people need to be more well informed of those Suns teams and watch them play more.
Hey, buddy, can you do us a favor here on the panel? Can you give us legit logic? All I'm asking you to do, my man, is give us legit logic why Kobe Bryant was the best player in 2005. Why was he the best player in the NBA in 2004, 2005? I'm all ears to hear that.
Who did you have? Tim Duncan that year?
Yes, I did. I'm all ears to hear that from you, my man.
Yeah, Tim Duncan was dealing with a bunch of injuries that year. I don't know if he was the best.
I'd like to hear legit logic on how he was the best player in the NBA in 2005.
Got you. Pip name slip back. Jordan Poole also went 2 for 13 2 games before. That was in the preseason games when we was talking about Poole. Blamps, just a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Pip name slip back again. Slick back again. Poole next Curry. Dan Jones is next Peyton Manning.
Is that like a
which, by the way, Dub, I'm glad I got you on here because I'm listening to Mook tell my man is telling Mook he thinks that Patrick Mahomes is the best thrower that he's ever seen. Mook is arguing with him.
Oh,
Mars,
he's pissing me off when he does that.
How can I, Mars, you telling me that this dude is the best such and such that you've ever seen? And I'm telling you, no, you're wrong. You've seen somebody better than him. What are you talking about? How can I tell you, Mars, that who you saw, this is the best you've ever seen? No, he ain't the best you've ever seen, Mars. No, he isn't. He's not. He's not the best you've ever seen. It's somebody else. No, he's not, Mars.
When did this happen, Chilltown? When did this happen? I'm curious.
This was on PC Gridiron. Maybe it was a week or two ago.
Oh yeah.
And my man, he's got ties to pro football. I think his people's works for the New York Giants. And he's been around pro football. Trey, his people, he's been around pro football for as long as he's been around pro football. He thinks that Patrick Mahomes is the best thrower he's ever seen. He's telling him, no, he ain't the best thrower you ever seen.
He's not the best. He's not the best. Bro, I don't.
What are you talking about, Mookie?
Wait, who said Patrick Mahomes not the best thrower?
Be crazy. Mookie.
What are you talking about?
Mookie be wild.
And he said, "Wow with that."
And as much as great throwers that we have seen, because like he brought up like Rodgers and Dan Marino and shit. I'm like, bro, that's fine. This man Mahomes does throws that don't make. He throws the ball like a baseball sometimes.
He's a baseball player.
For me, Dub, for me, it's Peyton Manning. He's the best I've ever seen. 3-step drop, 5-step drop, 3rd and 8. That dude on an 8-yard hitch hit him with the blitz coming. You got to hit him. He's the best I've ever seen.
Hold on, wait.
3-step drop, 5-step drop, deliver the football. There he is. Hit him. Manning's the best I've ever seen.
As a thrower, right now.
As a thrower.
And Manning is a great thrower. Yeah.
Just as a thrower of the football. And remember, SB, I was around when Dan Fouts was playing. I was around.
I know you was around to see a lot of things.
I was around when Joe Montana.
This my great
everything. We
got to get down to the meat and potatoes of this, OG, because I got a problem. Because I didn't win. You and Ticket especially got on me because not being home and rocking with your team. I just seeing you wear that super bright red 49ers jersey all the time. And for you not to say Joe Montana, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm on record. Everybody talks about Tom Brady. Montana undefeated in the bowl game. No interceptions.
Well, Tom Brady, though.
I'm on record saying that. Montana is my dude. But we're just talking about a specific thrower of the football. A dude who can deliver the football. That's it. Manning's the best I've ever seen. Now you could go ahead, Dub. I'm sorry because I saw y'all arguing that. I was like, this dude is nuts. How you gonna tell me that the dude that I'm watching, the guy that I'm watching, ain't the best I ever seen? What the hell?
No, it's your opinion. I don't know how somebody can argue your opinion. That's crazy.
Can Victor win Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year? Shout out to the panel.
Yes, he can.
If he does that his first year, we're gonna have a lot of different conversations. Because like the way the voting manipulation be and so narrative driven the voting rewards be, that would be crazy to push that off in this era. Because sometimes we just seen players who deserve 2 awards or an award, and we let a narrative dwell and let them get the award. So I doubt it. It's hard to do it in today's era. Like you won't ever. OG, even though as much as close as Jokic was to winning 3 MVPs in a row, and he should have probably got it the year before his second MVP. Yes, you could question that one. I don't think we're gonna see another guy win 3 MVPs in a row just because of how narrative driven and how controlling the media can sway an award. It's not even about the production.
Let's just say that's true. Let me ask you guys a question. Is it more magnifying to win 3 in a row or to win 4 in 5 years?
MVPs
about 4 MVPs in 5 years? 4 MVPs.
3 in a row. 3 in a row be impressive with me. More impressive.
Well, it's all depending on the timetable, right? So
it's like Jokic. So if Jokic wouldn't have won, so say it like this. So if Jokic would have won the 3 in a row, but he didn't. So now if he won the next 2, then what we saying? So
you'd be saying the same thing. You'd be saying the same thing. You'd be saying like the credit you give to LeBron James. The thing is, like everything is depending on a narrative. And correct me if I'm wrong. Chilltown, didn't Larry Bird win his MVPs? He won a ring within that time frame, right?
2 of them.
Won 2 rings. 84 and 86.
So when you win a ring, it makes it easier for people to give you an award, right? If Jokic won a ring in 2022 and not the season that came up, he would have had 3 straight MVPs. But because he didn't, they were more reluctant to give that to him. So it's like everything is depending on the timetable. And even LeBron James, like, the run he did in 2012 was actually just crazy to me, and he was they were ready for one because I think that's when they won 66.
He was ridiculous. He was ridiculous in 2012.
The issue that I'm having with the 3 straight is that a guy that wins 3 straight, if my memory serves me right, like he doesn't win it again after that. Like, have we seen that? That's what, and that's what I'm thinking about. Does that now, when a guy wins it 3 straight years, and does that mean that okay, he's never going to win it again? So now we have now we have the media bias. Like, okay, we can't vote for him again because to win it, let's say he wins it 3 straight years, doesn't win it the next year, and then win 2 more after that. So that's what 5 and 7 years. Are we going to see something like that?
I think it's possible, but the person needs to just keep performing at the high level and win on top of that, right? So if he wins 3 straight and wins within that time frame, I think that's the only way that could work out. And then let's say some years go by and the process, the team construction, he needs to be on a new team and everything, and the team wins again and he's still performing, and I'll use Victor as an example. He's giving you 30-10 with like 3 blocks and his team won and he's performing like that in the regular season, you're getting another MVP. The
problem with that though, Dub, is that now that's the standard. So for example, when Joker won the league MVP, I think it was not the first one. I think the second one. Wasn't he something like 20, 27, 28, like 13?
And he was the 6th seed.
Yeah, and he was the 6th seed. But those numbers, like that's the standard. So if you, like you said, if he goes 30, 11, and 7, okay, now that's the standard. So if he goes 30, 11, and 7 and wins it, the next time when he does that, he's going to be looked at like, okay, well, that's what you normally do anyway. So we can't give you the league MVP off the strength that, well,
but the thing
that's the standard now.
That's dumb. That's
dumb. Absolutely.
But chill, the thing I have to combat that, Jokic was favored for a very long time this season. And this, I mean, the main thing for that was he was close to averaging a triple-double, but also like, it's not just like 24, 11, and 9. What Victor can do is what he can do on the defensive side of things, right? So you have a guy performing at the DPOY level, at the same time giving you 30 and 10. Yo, I mean, that's crazy.
And that's what it sounded like to me too, Mars. It sounded like Giannis. That's exactly what it sounded like.
He's more skilled though,
But OG, the lines that you're using that people normalize the stat line that you usually do, they did that to Giannis during Jokic's second MVP run because he was 30, 12, Well, I forgot his stats. His stats was crazy.
Giannis been like 30, 12, and 5 for like 45 years now.
But Mars, they look at that as the norm.
Like them numbers are so goofy. Like for you to even say that.
But OG, listen, OG.
Like, how are you? So in like 3 years, how are you not elite? I'm 30, 12, and 7. Or 30, 12, and 6.
How he get the MVP.
And my team is at the top of the league. How am I not the league MVP? Moses won the league MVP. He was 30 and 14, and they were in 4th place. And he won the league MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, they changed it for Giannis. I think Mars said this back in 2021. Wait, 2021 was the year that Jokic won his first one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in my head, I don't know how Giannis didn't deserve it. Especially with the way that
the second year, he's the second MVP. It should at least went to Giannis. If you want to get to Embiid, that's cool. It should have went to Giannis. He was the best team in the league with the numbers. He had the numbers too.
Now I understand. I understand Joker winning it in 21. Dub. Here's why. So he lost his second best player in the middle of the season. Still managed to drag that unit to a 3 seed in a nightmare of a Western Conference at that time. The next year, he doesn't have his second best player. He loses his third best player 8 games into the season and still manages to get that team to a 6 seed, which I don't like the fact that the reason why I hate the 6 seed logic. I've been over this 1,000 times with Mars. I watched Michael Jordan go 33-8-8 and finish 6th in the Eastern Conference, and he sniffed the league MVP. But Russell Westbrook won it, but that's something completely different. The fact that he ended up without his second and third best player and still managed to get that team, and I think he was 20. I think he led the league in rebounding. He basically had the same season that Jabbar had in 76. That's basically the season that he had.
When it don't matter no more, OG, because nobody gonna use
back in 76. Back in 76, the players voted for it though.
Yeah. Back in 76, the players voted for it. But if you look at what Joker did in terms of numbers, he essentially had the same season that Jabbar had. I mean, he led the league in offensive win shares and defensive win shares and PER and overall win shares. All of that stuff, all of it.
OG, this is how they gather people to get the award. The same thing with Russ, because they tried to do. We seen something somebody never done before, so they did Russ with the average and triple double. We ain't seen it in so long. With Jokic, they did the total. They did the total. His total numbers, like nobody had that many total points, rebounds, and assists ever. So they gave him the MVP off. And I think it was a dumb logic to do that again, because now you just take winning out. You just take winning out the situation at all. They just literally take winning don't matter.
And since we're on that subject, to the chat, this dude, not all 6 seeds are the same. He was number 3. He was 3 games under Joel and Giannis. Just so you know, Trib, if winning doesn't matter, they were 14 games out of first place. No, you're not selling me that. You're not. No, you're not selling me that logic. I'm not trying to hear that. Absolutely not. I'm not. So
especially with the guy putting up 30 and 12
right.
and 5.
14 games under 14 games out of first place. No, I'm not trying to hear that. Absolutely not. I'm not trying to hear that.
That ain't moving me either. I think this generation do not care about winning no more, bro. I swear.
Well, I mean, in 2016, Oklahoma City Thunder were 18 games behind first place, and they were the 3 seed. I mean, first place just has a lot of wins. You're going to be a lot of games behind them.
But I'm saying if it's a guy on that team playing at the MVP level too, and he got more wins than you, I think that guy should get the nod than the guy who's a 6 seed putting up great numbers too. That's just me.
I've been said Jokic shouldn't have got the 2022 one in my opinion. Yeah. But 2021, Jamal Murray only went down with like 15 games to go. It wasn't half the season. He went down against Golden State. It was like, I want to say,
he tore his ACL, right?
February or March. Like, he didn't go down mid-season. He missed like 15 games at the end.
I wonder why that was in 22. Like the first place team in the Western Conference in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, because this dude is telling me the first place team didn't have an MVP level player. So Book wasn't an MVP level player in 2022.
Oh, he was actually. He was
definitely was.
And not compared to Giannis, Jokic, or Embiid.
Right. But I'd like to think he was a. I'd like to think he was a.
Did Chris Paul go down during the season too?
Yes.
And he still kept them at the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, I like. Right? Yeah, they won 64 games that year. I like to think that he was an MVP level player that year. I'd like to think that
he came fourth.
Yeah, he did finish in the top 5. Mm-hmm.
That's when I gave up on the Phoenix Suns actually that year when I seen Devin Booker play like that and then get locked up by Reggie Bullock and them boys. I mean,
yeah,
I just can't.
Guess what team Reggie Bullock on now?
What's he on?
The Houston Rockets, who are going to make the playoffs this year.
Reggie Bullock is in Houston now. When did that happen? I thought he was in Brooklyn.
See, people ain't even paying attention to my team.
What the hell? When did they get him?
Is he gonna be? Is he in the rotation?
Well, he played in preseason.
So,
I don't know. We'll see. He played in
We'll
preseason.
see,
He's
we'll
the one who Wemby put the ball through his legs.
Oh, wow.
there was.
That is true. That is true. But we shall see. Hugh Martin, can you win it if you rebound even with a mid-pack D? Hashtag
yes,
Suns.
you can.
Denver just did.
Yes. Not only did Denver do it, I mean Milwaukee did it. I think they was 20th in the league in defense. In 2021. Golden State, I think they were 15 or 14 in 2018 when they won it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I could keep going with teams that they were mid in terms of being defensive teams. They weren't awesome.
If your
teams.
offense is good enough, you can win.
Yeah.
Basically.
Nah, I don't know about all that. Defense
really?
does matter a little bit. Defense,
yeah,
I mean,
defense matters.
Man,
Defense
your offense is good enough. Your offense has to make
defense wants
Yeah, you need to have a good enough defense to get key stops. That's what the Patriots done, and what do you call it? The Chiefs too, to an extent where they were able to win because off of a mid-pack level defense. So if your offense is great enough to overcome that, you'll be straight. So don't even worry about that.
So if y'all was, I got a question. If y'all was a betting man, cause this the MVP show, who y'all think is the safest pick to go with to win MVP?
Safest pick right now?
Safest pick right now today.
I'm picking AD.
I'm picking an American. I think the media is tired of non-Americans winning the MVP award.
AD's American, right?
Yeah, so I'm fine with AD.
Okay.
A non-Americans won it since 2019. I think they're trying to get someone from the States to win it.
Real quick, Miles. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Andrew G, you front running Boston Celtic fan. How about you go do your homework? They were outside the top 20 in defense the year that they won the NBA championship. Go do your homework, you goofy ass Boston Celtic front runner. 1 minute, one more. This dude makes me sick, Dub. Because 1 minute he loves Jason Tatum. The 1 minute he loves Jason Tatum. The next minute he wants to trade him. The Boston Celtics are winning the NBA championship. The next minute trade everybody. Goofy ass Celtic fan. You make me sick. You make me sick.
I was gonna let you live. Milwaukee was 10.
I'm looking at. I'm looking at this opponent. I'm looking at these stats right now. I want to make sure that I'm not losing. I'm not losing my mind. It looks to me like
does this really matter?
The opponent's points per game was 22nd, but their defensive rating.
Hey, that's what that matters, man. Move on.
Go with this defensive rating logic.
Here
we go with the defensive rating logic. I'm sorry. I apologize. Here we go with the defensive rating logic.
And you know what? You know what? You were so like into it where I just didn't want to correct.
This makes me sick, man. This dude, he makes me this of all the people. I've never seen a guy who's a fan of a team that's in and out on him like he is. Never. Of all the people. Never seen anybody like him. Never,
fans, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the epitome of a front runner.
Hey, y'all, I'm making y'all mad this season. When the season starts, like I'll be realistic once like the off season. But as soon as the season starts, I'm super fan. Look, man. The Bulls I might say the Bulls go all the way when the season starts. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen the title of the Bull show. It's cap.
Yeah, it's not cap. It's not cap.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. What? Hold on. Wait. How long before the season actually start?
Nah, D. I've never met
a
Bulls fan.
Never. It might not be. It's a possibility. Ask me tomorrow how I really feel about it. Ask me tomorrow.
Got you. David Estilio. Oh no, David Estillo, Kawan Richmond, and Shaquille Williams.
Hey, OG, I'm gonna kick your butt, bro. Because ever since you said quiet, and there was a moment where everybody's laughing, and anytime I pull up a PC, it's quiet SB now. So thanks a lot, OG. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but he cooked you. You got quiet real quick. That was tough.
I know I had to, you know what I'm saying? I just hit my knee. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so OG put you in your place. That's crazy.
Yeah, OG put
Andrew, you never cooked me. This is the same. And by the way, this is the same Andrew who came on my show and he got cooked. And you know what he said? He said, quote, "You ain't cooked me. I was sick that day."
Oh my God. A slight cold, man. You can't have a debate.
That's what he said. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the cheap seats. He said, "You didn't cook me. I was sick that day."
It's like when KD said he missed his layups.
I mean, if the guy's sick, what can you do? He was sick.
He was sick. Yeah, he was sick, man.
I suppose. If you
better act like Jordan, you better act like Jordan in the flu game. There you go, right there.
No, respect the illness, man. If he's ill, he can't be 100%.
Hey, buddy, you be talking crazy all the time, and you don't be. I ain't see you pull up on no platform until I see how your face look. I told ever since I see James B look like Mr. Potato Head and me talking crazy, I'm not moved by nobody in chat. It's not moving me.
No, ticket shooting tour dates from the field. Stop it from Mel. I guess I think that was
like Jordan Poole.
Yeah. Jerome Henderson, Poole about a ball out. Stop hating Grilltown.
I'm not. Hey, did I not say I think he could be in the top 5 in the game and scoring? I just don't. I think Washington's gonna be terrible. I think they're gonna be at the bottom of the league. I don't think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be terrible.
LDN hoops. None of you ball. Bar. Maybe Mars actually watched him in Europe. He struggled physically, and you're going off summer league and preseason versus under 21 players and 6'9" Looney. Relax. Why are you saying 6'9" Looney? Like a lot of players in the league aren't 6'9".
Yeah, respect Kevon Looney, man. Respect Kevon Looney.
Got you. Malin V, I'm with Ticket 100%. Wemby also has a motive to want to score 25. I think he has a chance to win DPOY his rookie year. I don't see what people talking about.
You said I don't see people talking about it.
So if
you watch our defensive player of the year rankings, we had Wemby at 5. So we spoke about it.
So San Antonio's going to be a good team defensively.
I mean, considering last year they were the worst defense in the league by a wide margin, right? Their defense was criminal. Maybe just for the Wemby propaganda, if he can make that defense mediocre,
right,
they might give him votes.
I think the Spurs defense can be an average defense with Wemby.
Hey man,
I'm talking about like top.
Does that make him defensive player of the year? Like if they go from worst to average, does that make him the defensive player of the year?
Watch this, narrative driven, right? Rookie player. As soon as he steps into it's perfect for him. The picture's already set. The frame is already on the wall. They're just waiting to fill in the gaps. Man comes in his rookie season and immediately impacts the San Antonio Spurs, who was the worst defense last season, to be a middle of the pack defense off of him and his own acquisition alone. Look at the impact that he provides defensively for that unit, and him being the sole reason on why that is. He'll probably forget about what Vassell's doing, but Victor Wembanyama will get all that credit for that.
So if you hear that, and that logic that you just that headline, quote unquote, or that narrative that was built, if you hear that enough times, people start to believe that wait a minute, maybe they are better than what we think they are. I don't know, man.
If you get a narrative behind, they'll make you look like that 20 points a game. It look like
you got a 7. And y'all gotta understand, like y'all got
Austin Reeves. I'm sorry. Austin Reeves is a perfect example of that, because Austin Reeves will score 18, but they'll sweat the Lakers fan to push it like you scored 25, 30 points. I seen it all last year. If you got a narrative behind you, it'll make your points and your stat line look way better.
My bad. W's correct. I'm not that good at doing it yet. Respectable defense will be in the headline.
They'll start bringing up like defensive, like Wemby's defensive rating when he's on the floor is like, the Spurs are a top 10 defense when Wemby's on the floor. They dropped to 27th when he's not on the floor. His defensive on-off is plus 29. It's the best in the league. They'll start doing stuff like that, and then that'll be his case for defensive player of the year, alongside leading the league in blocks and stuff.
Like the dude 7'4" sending shit, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, it don't look real.
You know how annoying that is to deal with, bro. Like I'm a small guy, so I'm used to people always being taller than me when they're only like 6'8", 6'9", and I have to deal with that. Bro, you got a 7'4" dude making 6'7" guys seem small. Like, bro, that's hard. They've never gone through that size, bro. People are gonna struggle. People are gonna struggle with the way that he's gonna be impacting the floor, because a height advantage and a length advantage, bro. Look, Mav Don, listen, I'm a 5'6" dude, so take it from a dude that is already natural. 5'5", no, 5'6", 5'7". But
W love take it from about 5'4", my boy.
I'd give him 5'4", but
5'4".
Shut. Nobody's talking to you guys about that. Right? Take it from a guy that's already on the shorter end, bro, and having to deal with people already larger than you, bro. And once that dude who's a foot taller than you, bro, it messes everything up. You got a guy who's 7'4" with a long wingspan, making 6'6", 6'7" guys seem small, bro. They're not gonna know how to handle that, bro. They're not gonna know how to handle that, bro.
Damn, you highlighted that comment.
Defensive rating logic, but anyway.
Mark,
I just do. I really do, Dub.
It wasn't even me. Dub highlight that himself.
I wish I could say that I didn't, but I just got a really difficult time with the defensive rating logic. I know it's used as a metric, and I get it. I understand.
You used it for LeBron James in that video.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just have a difficult time with it though, Mars. I just do.
Okay.
I have a really difficult time with the defensive rating metric. So
I'm mad you brought up that tater tot. I have been working out. I'm looking way better from this weekend. I hate you, Moss. I really do hate you.
I didn't highlight the comment.
You did.
You definitely did.
I actually didn't, but I'll take the blame. I don't even care, but it wasn't me.
Who else could do it then besides you? It's either you or
thought Dub did it to himself.
Why would he do that to himself?
Because I thought he was trying to bring up a super chat.
No.
Yeah.
My
hands have been on.
I'm so glad. You know what? I'm about to go for a run again. I've worked out this morning.
I mean, if it motivated you to work out, I guess. But
keep bullying me, chat. Keep bullying me, chat. That's
what had me ccrying earlier.
Bring bullying back. Bring bullying back. Oh wait, no,
bring it back.
No. Chill. I'm sorry. That's my bad. HR, I apologize.
The words that has been said does not regulate. What
that's just him, ladies and gentlemen. That's just him. That's just Dub. That's just Dub. That is just Dub.
I apologize.
The comments does not reflect.
That's just Dub. We ain't bullying nobody around here. We don't do that. We don't bully people. No, we don't.
And I was rolling because somebody, when I was like, after I see how old boy looked, I gotta watch how y'all be talking in the chat. Somebody gonna comment like, we expect people to come here looking all chiseled, looking before they talk. Nobody said that, man.
Nah, cops ain't bringing bullying back, buddy. Even though terrorists like you, criminals like you, want to promote what you do, but cops ain't bringing bullying back.
But see, bring back honesty. There you go. Just bring back.
How about that? Yeah, how about we do that? Yeah, let's do that.
Honest. There you go.
Terrorizing the community. Crooks.
Quick comparing.
Stand up for them, though. Let's do that.
Quick comparing Giannis and Braun at the rim. Stop from Football Breakdown. I don't know. Oh, I read this earlier about Desmond Bain, so we're good about this. Antisocial became a member for 3 months. Appreciate you, brother. Winter, if Steph were to win an MVP, what seed do the Warriors have to be? Also, what two teams can be? Okay, yep. Also, what two teams can be a dark horse team in each conference?
For me,
Miami considered a dark horse?
No.
Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes.
No, it's Miami and no one else.
No. Actually, more is they are. Nobody.
A legit dark horse in the East will be the Nets, Chicago Bulls. The dark horse.
Let him be in the street, dude.
The West.
I'd rather be a cop than a street dude.
Yeah, for sure. And the West will probably dark horse for me. Will probably either be the Thunder or the Mavericks.
Thunder and the Mavericks. Got you. Cho, did you say a dark horse?
No, I'm with Mars. Miami.
Miami? Okay,
yeah.
Bet.
I don't even think they're a dark horse, but I mean that's the team that nobody's really picking to get back.
Got you. Chat, help me pick a name. Damo BDs or no Damo? That's crazy. Lowell Mars clearly won debate, not gonna lie, and it should have been called 3 experts and named J-Rob.
Wow.
From Mike 820.
J-Rob's contributions.
Right, get off J-Rob, man. Y'all going in on boy too much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it was definitely a carry job.
In J-Rob's defense, we all went up there not even knowing until like 5 minutes prior that we were having to do
that's what we got to talk about. We didn't even know what we was going to talk about.
But J-Rob's a LeBron head, though. There's no reason for LeBron head to have.
J-Rob's an NFL guy who got put on the spot to argue about LeBron and Jordan.
And OG argued the Jordan debate so much, you already got the knowledge in the back of your head. Right?
And James B, just so you know, I never said I was a third generation gangster. You never heard me say that. So you're a liar. You never heard me say that. Never said that. That is a lie. You never heard me say that, sir. I said I was a third generation project kid. That's what I said. Get your story straight when you talk about me, please.
Ketwan Blackstock. No, Kentwan Blackstock. Tyler Hero is being underrated. Why is it that Barrett is expected to make this jump, but Hero isn't? And Hero already is a better scorer than him as a third option.
I don't expect no jump from RJ Barrett.
Yeah,
I actually do, Mars. I do. I actually do. I do.
When did RJ Barrett become better than Tyler Hero?
Yeah, when did he get more?
Yeah, when did he get in that conversation?
Like invested in? I think Tyler Hero needs to take a jump. But
he definitely agreed. Yeah,
I think he's definitely going to take a jump this year. But I got to see it to believe it because he got me so tight. I'm not even going to hold you. When you compare yourself to Luka and Trey, and you're not playing like Luka and Trey,
he said he's just as nice as them. He did say that.
Like,
yes,
come on, bro.
Yeah,
this is the year you got to show it. This is the year you got to show it. I don't want to hear you talking about it. This is the year you got to show it.
I just think that RJ Barrett, with the crew that he on, I think that he could be more effective as a transition scorer and a one-on-one player if he's put in that position. I just think that he could be more effective. But he's playing with a ball-dominant guard in Jalen Brunson. And I think that I feel like if Jalen Brunson could get him more involved in the offense more than he does, I just think he'd be much better.
Interesting. Urban K, Drilltown, be prepared for 49ers L tonight. W show.
No, sir. We go into Minnesota and we serving them dudes.
Shout out Urban K.
Drilltown is funny as hell. Random guy speaks. SB, you know your team is bad. Don't lie to the masses. All that wasted talent and potential, but you keep saying, whoa.
We don't have a coach. So man.
Yo, losing Lonzo was huge though. Like we talk about
the Chargers. He's about the Chargers.
I thought you were talking about the Bulls.
But agree. Keep going now. You cooking. Keep going.
We got the bullshit tonight, man. We don't need to hear about them right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't care about the Bulls. Can Twan Blackstock again? 2 times I sent a super chat and both never got read. What? I'm reading them right now.
He's complaining that you didn't read it when he sent it. He was spamming me in the chat telling me to read the super chat. I told him to be humble.
All gas. AR ain't even better than Jordan Clarkson. Be humble is funny as hell. Austin is a better playmaker than Klay from John Lyons.
Yes. He's a better playmaker than Klay, yes.
Cap City and Humble the Dawn became members. Also, Christopher D with this chat. Bigger meltdown by PG in the NBA Finals. Steph Curry in 2016 or Magic in the 1984 Finals. Also, who's back MVP season was better? Giannis is 19-20 or LeBron 09-10. Glad I renewed my subscription.
Steph in 2016 is worse.
Oh, Mars Magic in 84 was bad, yo. He was
not as bad as Steph.
Nobody care about that beam light and Ox and Lee.
Russ was
you a Nets fan.
The way Russ gets under the limelight of some performances is crazy to me.
No, he don't. Dub. We did.
No, they cooked Russ, Dub. Don't do that.
No,
Russ in 2012. Russ in 2012 was bad.
Stephen A. got on TV and said, not just Stephen A. Magic Johnson was on TV saying Russell Westbrook is the worst point guard he ever seen.
What's this going to do with Russell Westbrook? Why did he just get thrown in here?
No, Dub said he get a pass.
Yeah, but like, why we just bring him up?
So
because it's like I always see these meltdown conversations, and we're going to talk about PGs. It's mainly like Steph and Magic, but like we're talking about one of the biggest ones. Russ is definitely up there, bro.
So the question about the 2 greatest point guards of all time. Which one had a bigger meltdown? You're just trying to slander Russ. For
I think 2016 that game 6, Mars. That as bad as game 7 was, that game 6 was, I feel like that was the defining moment. I felt like that was it. But when I think about Magic in 84, game 5, oh my God. As bad as game 2 was when Magic ran the clock out. That was terrible. But game 7 was even worse when they basically got back in the game and Magic turning the basketball over in the meat and potatoes of the game, and Boston, because Boston was up 14 at one point, and then Magic turning the basketball over. He was bad in that series. He was. Overall, he couldn't take care of the basketball. He couldn't score the basketball. He couldn't slow anybody down. He didn't know where he was on defense. He was bad in that series. It was obvious between him and Bird. Bird was the better player. It wasn't a question.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Steph. Steph was terrible.
Steph still has the worst turnover I've ever seen.
And Mars, as much as I want to fight you on that, when he threw that ball in the second row, I was like, what the hell are you doing? What was that?
By far the worst turnover.
So wait, who's the worst playoff performance of all time y'all got?
Well,
not
the
all time,
bigger
but this
meltdown by a point guard in the finals between these two is
I
Steph
think it's
Curry.
Magic in '84. I do.
Blowing a 3-1 lead is crazy to me.
That's nuts, to be honest with you. Now that I think about it,
In the finals,
I
first
attribute
time
that
in NBA
whole
history.
series to that turnover.
Really?
that turnover was in Game 7.
The whole series came down to that turnover.
But
The series was over. The moment he did that, the series was over. LeBron went and hit a 3 straight after that. It was done. It was done. Festus Ezeli being a terrorist too, he's never been forgiven. But Steph Curry's turnover lost Golden State the series. That was
but
him and Festus Ezeli. That like 2-minute stretch.
Terrible.
I remember that play by play. Festus Ezeli comes in. The Warriors are up 2. First play on defense, he fouls LeBron on a 3. Instantly, terrorism. Then guess what? Steph Curry goes down the floor, behind the back pass out of bounds. Guess what? LeBron James, straight after that, hits a 3 in Festus Ezeli's face. Series over, right there. I'm like, I never forgave either one of them. Terrible. Terrorism. Never forgiven. Festus Ezeli, that's why your career's over. Steph Curry, that's why you're not the GOAT. Terrible player.
Dub, they should have swept the Celtics in '84. They come in Boston and beat them in Game 1. Game 2, they gave that game away. They had the Game 1. Game 3, they blow Boston out in Game 3. Destroyed them. They should have swept Boston in that series. Swept them.
Yeah, but still blowing a 3-1 lead, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, you have to be up 3-1 in the first place to blow a 3-1 lead.
Yeah. It's still a crazy meltdown.
Yeah,
it is. That's why it is. That turnover will never be forgiven. That and Donovan Mitchell's 8-second violation. 2 turnovers I'll just never forget.
Got you. Curry 2015-17 or Bird 85-87 from Tony Gratzky. I'm going Curry.
I'm going Curry.
Bird was 27, 10, and 7 during that time. In 87.
You know, I think Curry is better today than he is during his MVP year.
I thought he had a better year in 88 than he did in 87, though. He went 30 and 10 that year. 30, 10, and 6. And he went 50, 40, 90 that year.
So who you picking, OG?
Bird.
Bet. Mavs Don. Steph played MVP level in 2021, but didn't win enough games. Jokic played MVP level in 2022 and wasn't clearly the best and didn't win enough games, but won.
Narrative.
Steph was in the play-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph was in the play-in, that's why. But narrative.
I'm lost in the play-in, so it would have been even worse.
Giannis should have won it.
Embiid should have had an MVP. So
within that time,
I think he just got it in the wrong year. I think Embiid should have won it in 22. But
that was so funny, Mars. I think if Steph made the playoffs in 2021, he would have won MVP.
Wasn't the voting already done before the play-in, or am I wrong?
No, I thought that was the year when they started doing it after.
No,
you might be right. I thought the voting was done before the playoffs, but you might be right.
No, the vote is done before the playoffs.
21
I don't know why I just lied. Yeah, Giannis should have been
21 was the year that they that was the year that Philly lost to Atlanta.
But Philly were the number 1 seed in 2021.
Embiid missed 10 games that year. They won 7 of them 10 games that he missed. And it's hard to sell the MVP when we talk about winning. Your team winning 70% of the games that you out. And it's not like that he missed those 10 games at the end of the year. It was in the middle of the season when he missed those 10 games. They won 10 of those 7 games that they won 7 of those 10 games when he was out the lineup. That happened. I do remember that.
Yeah, they were still the number 1 seed, and Embiid was the second best big in the league.
Hey, Dub, I got a question because you brought up something too earlier. 2 things you brought up earlier. One, you said AD for MVP, and then you brought up the problem with AD getting MVP is because LeBron next to him, and LeBron will have numbers. So LeBron
I didn't say that.
You said you brought. Well, Mars brought up the LeBron thing. So
I disagree. I think they'll give him love.
No, I'm saying what could AD do to escape the LeBron?
Like
LeBron
I said,
get injured. LeBron get
I
injured.
disagree. I disagree with Mars. With AD playing the way he would be playing on defense, that I would be thinking like the best defender in the league. That's credit automatically going to him. And if he's being able to give you 26 to 27 a night, it's very statistically driven. So if LeBron's, and I'm assuming LeBron's going to take the back seat, allow D'Lo and Reeves to do what they got to do. So LeBron will probably be like 24 on like 7 to me, while AD will probably be like 27, 28. Double-digit rebounds, so get like 12 rebounds a game or 10 to 12 rebounds a game, along with the best defender in the league. I don't know how anybody would not give him the MVP, despite if you're a LeBron fan or not. I'm serious, but this is what they'll say, Mars. This is what I think they'll say to give LeBron credit. AD's the best player, but LeBron's the most important player. That's what they'll say.
They will say that.
That's what they'll say.
And see that's such.
It's bad, OG, but they will.
The reason why it is because that's the exact reason why he. If we're doing that, then that's the exact reason why he should have won it in 20, because James was the best player and AD was the most important. So that's the exact reason why he should have won it. So if they're going to do that, which is terrible, I think if James were to, emphasize more on just getting AD involved, like when he led the league in assists that year in 20, and he got him more involved and he didn't score. So like if James was averaging like 27, 28 a game, it's going to be hard on AD. But if James, let's say he dropped down to 22 or 23 and AD was at 26 again, like he was a 27, I think he's got a much better argument now than he would if James was at 26, 27 and averaging 10 assists.
That's what I think. And that's how I think the season will progress, especially with LeBron and how he's seen him playing next to Austin Reeves and D'Lo, just allowing those guys to be themselves. I'm pretty sure like LeBron will turn it up in spurts and turn it up in probably some fourth quarters, but he's not going to be looking for that all season long. So there we go. AD MVP. Mavdon, you said this one already. Mike, chill. When did you think LeBron start and stop being the top 10 player in the league throughout his career? Wow.
This season
when he stopped.
This season when I feel like it's a conversation. Like if you got James anywhere between 7 and 11 or 7 and 10 or 7 and 11, I got no problem with that. But the logic that he's still a top 5 player in the game, no. When did I feel like he started becoming a top 10 player? Year 3. The year they made the playoffs, the year he finished third in the league in MVP votes, I felt like he was a top 10 player that year. Arguably top 5.
Because LeBron took a big jump his second year too, but he didn't make the playoff because he went from like 20 points to 27. Right. That was
right.
Does Bron get enough credit for taking the Steve Nash role since his time in LA? Before people said he needs to play his game, and now he lets. He is showing he can win this way now.
He did that for like 2-3 months. They act like he did it for like 2 seasons. He did it.
Steve Nash, bro.
Yeah, look. They get. I didn't even get to that point yet. But LeBron literally was hurt, came back late to the season, going into the playoffs. He just fitted. He ain't doing it for a whole season. Let me see it for a whole season. And Steve Nash role is crazy.
LeBron doesn't get enough credit for that because it doesn't exist. You just made that up, Ezekiel.
Brumman fifth flow. Should MVP voting be player A versus player B versus player C and not have a face to it to help prevent voter fatigue?
Well, the voters are going to know whose stats are whose.
Yeah. And on top of that,
it's just going to end up just being a statistical argument at that point.
Yes. I think it matters what players you're around, what team you're on, and how valuable you are to the team. So you take the names off, we don't know some of those things. It's probably going to be worse because it's just going to be mainly stats and not like no context. Chill, how do you feel about that?
I think that the MVP is exactly that. The most valuable to your player, the most valuable player to your team's success. And I'm not buying the logic of, taking players' faces out of it to control that. No, who is doing what? And how valuable are you to your team winning? That's what the MVP is.
Got you. Wemby about to win MVP, DPOY, and Rookie of the Year from Cammy Khan. Zayd unfazed. Grizzlies not making the playoffs this season? ? I
wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised. Losing Steven Adams, when I just heard that, I was like, "Yo, losing Ja for 25 games, and now losing your best dirty work guy." And is who am I thinking about? The guy who tore his Achilles.
Brandon Clark.
That's what I'm thinking about, Mars. Brandon Clark. Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to play this season? And how much is he going to contribute? So I'm not sure. Just so you know, buddy, he played more games than KD in the last 4 years. So I just want to put that on your mind.
You don't
when
believe
talking about
in
somebody not holding up. Just so you know, he played more games in the last 4 years than KD.
You don't believe in Xavier Tillman, man?
Not as much as I believe in Brandon Clark and Steven Adams, to be honest with you. I don't.
Gotcha.
No, I do not.
Because I think that's why they did that. Maybe because they probably believe in Tillman. I don't believe in him like that, though.
Right.
Montania Nelson Jr. Could a 7-game series between Milwaukee, Boston be closer than what people think, considering the lack of wing defenders from the Bucks?
Don't most people think that's a close series?
Who thinks that Boston's going to serve Milwaukee?
Not me.
Other than Ox. Ox seems to be.
I do not think that.
On Boston in 5, but most people have it as a close series.
Yeah, I do not think that.
Got you. Damo, who's your top 5 regular season performances ever?
Like games or seasons?
Regular season performances.
I'm pretty sure it's seasons. I think that's what you mean, season.
2016 Steph, 2000 Shaq, 09 LeBron.
94 Olajuwon.
No Will Chamberlain seasons in there? Put on here? No Will?
We didn't see it. We didn't see it.
The top 5, not the most impressive. Take out 09 LeBron, put 2013 LeBron. 91 Jordan, probably.
I'm putting 2017 Russ up in here. I don't care. Regular season performances. I'm putting that shit up there.
That's 2011.
The regular season. Chill. I mean, if it's regular season, leading the league in scoring, averaging a triple-double, showing up in the club.
Second in league in assists that year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your top 5 regular seasons. If you have Russ up there, that's fine. I've just got 06 Kobe, 16 Steph, 2000 Shaq, 13 LeBron, and 91.
I like that Russ. That Russ season was OD though. That Russ season
one of the best seasons I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah,
94 Olajuwon, 89 Jordan, 13 James. Let's see. 62 Chamberlain.
Oh yeah, you did see that. Yeah, facts.
Let's see. 99, 2000 Shaq.
Yeah. Last one, Flintwater. That's a crazy name. Who's better all time, Billups or CP3?
He been drinking that Flint water without question. Jesus Christ. Chris Paul clears.
Chris Paul clears, man. Keep that in mind. Always remember that. I think we all agree there. Hey, like the video, subscribe. Shout out to y'all for joining us on another episode, another week. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy, man. And I believe the season starts this week, correct?
Tomorrow.
Opening
night. Tomorrow night. Opening night.
Who's opening night games?
Denver, Lakers, Golden State, Phoenix.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Why do they always like this? It was just a weird coincidence. Why does everybody always get their rings in front of LeBron's team every time?
Because LeBron needs to see more rings because he ain't getting them himself. So he needs to be closer.
Y'all be easy. Shout out to y'all. Show, man. One last one before we go. Can we get a top 25, under 25 players this season? I will relay the message to the L host Ron. Y'all be easy, bro. Peace.
Later.